Guys, we killed...
Oh! Hey!
Dougal.
Yay!
Actually, Dougal for the crosshair kind of makes sense to
I
me.
buy that.
There's somebody missing between the two of you.
There's always someone between us. Who is missing tonight? Yes. I think... Yes! Yes!
That's 15.
Christ!
15 months for the two of them. That's Omnic and Crosshair
That's
throwing
very
for
exciting.
15. Kate is a lamp. Yeah, the lamp's right behind it.
It's just a lamp and a
She's
wig.
illuminating.
Hey Siri, turn office lamp on.
Oh, I turned it off via its clicky switch.
Oh, well, that'd do it.
I broke
I'm sorry, John.
technology.
I can't bypass
You
a
completely
physical
fucking
switch.
busted it then.
I broke technology.
Yeah, in the
Amazing.
future, let's just turn it off the way it's supposed to be turned off.
What, by throwing my face in your watch?
You can just ask.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, can you hear me? Sorry, can you...
Siri
Yes!
defeated by analog.
Oh, Crosshair, you've discovered the new emote. I'm so happy.
Is that the new punchy emote?
Yeah.
Looks
It's
great.
the new tier 1
When
emote.
I
You know what I like about it, though? It's Alyssa Brage.
Rage!
Amazing.
So, there we go.
Woo! Hi.
So, welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while since I played some Changeling with you. It's been a while
Been a while. Whoa!
since Aragorn donated bits.
Yay! Borf, 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 borf.
That's
No,
5
just the
Borfs.
I love borf. I shouldn't have said
Borf.
that. Now John knows.
What, that you love Borf?
Yeah.
Never love something out loud.
Actually,
Because
it's...
now it's gonna die.
It's no. Well, I mean,
Well,
the dog that's behind Franker's is
Oh,
just recently
that's really too bad. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Oh well.
rip.
No, but borf's good to
Borf.
go.
So what happened to the Kate?
Great question.
Kate got nice.
A.
Kate got kidnapped by clowns.
Oh my god.
That's actually 100% factual.
Well, I mean, not 100%.
It's like 40% factual.
Yeah, some of
100%.
those details.
Hey,
are
go
correct.
Gary Glenn Ross.
Good answer. Anyway, I like the name.
That is a great Twitch handle.
That's pretty funny. Anyway.
I'm
Coming from a bunch
Yep.
of theater nerds.
Yeah.
We approve.
Ooh, some salt to substitute.
Methodial.
Nice.
Sacre bleu. So here's the deal. Kate is actually trying to come back from work. She may or may not arrive.
I mean, she will arrive eventually, but maybe not on stream.
Yeah. So the reason that we've left
Yeah,
her
rest
chair
assured she's
open, that
fine.
we haven't kind of removed her from the overlay at this point, is because she may very well show up. If she doesn't, however, it's okay. We've got it covered, and she'll have to. You'll see what happens to her in a bonus session. Which
Nice.
is what will happen.
Yeah,
in that
that makes
particular
sense.
Circumstance, but a clown gun. Are we okay with clown guns? Is that all right?
As long as it's, like for Pennywise or whatever. Yeah, I'm down.
Oh, I thought it was like a little, like a bubble gun.
It's just one of those flowers that shoots water.
Seltzer water, except it's like acid.
Oh my god, that's a very Joker thing to do.
Yeah, that's more Joker.
Speaking of,
Is it like a bop gun?
almost done Arkham Knight. Almost done.
What's
Arkham
a bop
Knight.
gun?
It's a gun that shoots a bop. I have no idea. I really have no idea. We're gonna find out. Oh god. Oh my god, it shoots tiny clowns with sharp
That
teeth.
sounds amazing.
That'd be horrible.
What is up?
Hello,
Sup,
Link.
Link.
Greetings, nerds.
A.
Appreciated. I'll always take greetings from people who always call me nerds.
So many people dropping in.
It's
What's up,
Cordovan.
guys?
We got a lot of people here. We just don't have Kate.
True. Should we just do a post-mortem of 2 weeks ago? Kidding.
Wow.
I mean, I
show
think we
of
kinda have to.
hands, who tuned in to the marathon stream?
I inflated our numbers.
I
I did not actually.
I actually did not tune in.
And then I would also
You were
like
there,
a show
though.
of hands who watched the marathon stream after the fact.
Well, now there's going to be 2 sets of hands going up. It's going to be very confusing. Us
That's
two
fine.
Kung Fu Venomous.
Both Both, Kaiser.
Excellent.
Oh, damn.
That's what I like to hear.
There is at least one salute that we can throw out there, though, because we do have she who knows 10,000 things. Aragorn is in the house.
Yes.
We've already seen evidence of her borfing, but she's here. I don't believe Captain Daff is in at this point in time. But Captain Daff, wherever you are,
We need Kate.
Australia,
Right.
halfway around the world, about as far away as you can possibly get from us.
Yep. Pretty much. But yay.
But yeah, Captain Daff has way too daunting a task in front of him. He has a marathon worth of recap to get through, and we don't actually have it because it's just a lot.
It's a lot to get
And honestly,
through.
he's been busy.
Yes.
So, which is good.
Huge thumbs up,
We're very
I'd
happy
say.
about that. But it means that we will have to do our own recap.
We're going to what?
We'll have to do our own recap.
Jesus. Oh my God, do we at least get 3 minutes?
Oh, did I not spring it on you
Oh no.
at the last minute? For people who are tuning in who may not know, 2 weeks ago we had our
Yes.
marathon stream brought to you by you. Remember,
I actually feel pretty good
you
about
got this.
Well,
I
you
should,
wrote-
I should put one of. You
you
know what I should
wrote
do? I should
the
open
written
a
recap.
Discord thing, and I should just get somebody to tune in and like go, like just do it.
Great.
Shit
happened.
Shit happened.
Sounds about right, actually.
Um,
But yes, a marathon stream 2 weeks
We
ago.
had a marathon stream, so we went for 9 hours when we normally
Awesome.
go for 3, and that was pretty cool.
It was
but
super
a lot
awesome.
happened.
Yes.
A lot happened.
Ooh. It was pretty crazy.
So
Excuse me.
we're gonna have to see what we can do to get people up to speed because
Oh, I
heaven
don't have it.
forfend. Get Owly to do it.
Crosshair, that was actually really great. That sums it up perfectly.
Sophia was fabulous. Patches was grumpy. Braum was awkward, and probably someone got shot.
Braum.
I didn't get shot.
Braum did not get shot.
Yay!
Faerie.
He's improving.
Someone got shot.
You can't read your own recap.
Can and will, Elizabeth.
dare you.
Can and will.
The night is young.
I mean, I just want to have it in case, right?
Well, don't worry. I'll read my notes as written.
Oh boy.
As written.
Oh.
Henri Richard. No, sorry. Audrey, Honoré, Henri, Richard. It'll save David. The pocket rocket. Pocket rocket
Stop.
uses.
Stop.
Number 1.
Please no. Hank Ritchie. Yeah, that's actually the best question here, Kung Fu. This has notes?
Ahem. Can re-enter Talus's dream whenever I want. There are stars around that.
Oh, because you spent the willpower.
I sure did.
Ugh, that's going to be rough on him. Nice.
Are you going to keep going? Do you want me to keep reading?
I
my
didn't
notes?
realize we were still actually doing a recap. I
Well,
absolutely
we
thought
have to
were-
do
Yeah,
something
we're-
because
it's
because
coming
the
up.
audience is here. They're here.
They're
and
looking for-
they've been shouting at us. There have been borfing.
There's been some borfing.
There have been some
True.
borfing. Not only has there been some borfing, there's also been some salt
Truth. Well, I'll just finish up that section, Liz, and then
and some Elizabeth.
nice, which is awesome.
Love that emote. Love it. Laurent he sent me it as showing like a portion of a bigger piece of art that he was working on, and I wrote back, I was like, oh man, now I just want that as an emote. And then he sent it to me as an emote.
As like a 16
It
by
was
16
so
or something?
nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey. Well, okay, so you mentioned that Weir had contacted us about finding something to save Hiking David, the Henri Richard, the pocket rocket. So the Motley went to Zister, and we managed to uncover a way that you could theoretically miniaturize the rocket. And then it turns out that maybe that's already happened, and maybe the Hiking David's already been affected by it. That was the first thing.
Yep.
Big thing, I would say.
Then we went to speak to the High King David impersonator, who was a Pisky.
Before that, actually. Sorry.
Nope.
Before that, we spoke with, we met with Seville, the vampire.
No, that was after the Pisky.
Went to New York, came back, and then went back to New York? That seems unlikely. It's possible. I don't know. Who knows? I don't have Wayfair. I'll just jump in real quick.
I don't fucking care. I'm fucking Scott.
What are you, Scott? The official recap writer?
Why is everyone so mad at me?
He is.
Oh, it's because I interrupted Elizabeth. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Please.
Okay, great. In brief, we met with Seville because he wanted us to take down the Ventru, Clan Ventru. He was no friend of theirs, and they have been sending people after Sophia because she, or us, have killed 2 of their members. The bombshell that was dropped there is that the members of Clan Ventru that are hunting Sophia may end up back at a Ventru-owned property, Abford Pharma. Yes. I mean, he also continued to reference us as the Quill of the Sun, as usurper and driver, and so on. All very mysterious. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to skip over that. We saw a little one in Scythe. Scythe was safe, not recaptured by Abford, so that's good. And then, yeah. And then I think we went to New York.
I have a note here that says, Boggin smelled like plums, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Uh-huh.
Great. White feathers in Talus's dream. Owl. That's it. That's all I have.
Aragorn's right. We did speak with the Lady Helena as well, which kind of leads us into, we went down to Home Fires to interrogate David, the Pisky who was impersonating the High King David in the previous episode. We convinced him to tell us why they were trying to lead us into a trap, or why Melge was trying to lead us into a trap, which is that he believed, or it was prophesied, or he thought, that Sophia was going to be the one to nominate the successor to High King David.
It's pretty nuts.
Well, decide, or not nominate specifically. You're good? Choose. Right. So then after that, we're like, well, if David's in trouble with this pocket rocket thing, we should get down there. So we went to Taranar, and they didn't want to let us in. So with a super boom kind of show of camaraderie, the 3 of us became a motley. And they let us into Taranar.
46 episodes in.
One of them was a triple episode, too.
6.
Basically 50.
46 episodes in.
Yep, sure was. I cannot wait to see what Aragorn's going to say. But I'll continue. We went into Taranar, went upstairs to find the High King David in his personal quarters. A boom show. Is that what I said? That is pretty much a boom, semicolon, show of camaraderie. Yeah, whatever, Aragorn. Oh, convenience.
I'm just going to keep dancing while you recap.
We're almost there. Captain Daft's so much better at this. Yeah, actually, unless you want to say what we found in the High King David's quarters.
We found Talus, the Dantean,
That's no good.
who was like, Patches, I'm a zap your glamour and your life.
Well, he was talking nonsense. You know, he was talking about reclaiming glamour from humanity and putting it back into the earth to turn the earth into Arcadia, like
He's
things
a little
that didn't.
loopy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Very, very off the deep end, if you will, or out of touch with reality.
We tried to trick him. It didn't work. A fight ensued, and High King David and Talus were chimerically killed.
Yes. Well, okay. So just to that is
This
all
is
very
supposed
true.
to be a quick recap.
Who chimerically killed Talus?
You sliced him in half.
Ooh.
Kate or Patches rather.
Patches did.
I thought you sliced him in half.
Patches fired the homing bullets
Yeah.
that came back around
Oh,
and struck him.
The
yeah.
sword was in the neck, and he probably would have died anyway. But keeping him alive to go into his brain.
It's funny, though, if you're a wilder, you don't accrue banality for killing somebody chimerically if it's in the context of a quest.
Adventure. Which is good. And we discovered High King David, who was able to be re-enchanted, but only briefly, before he fell into the forgetting. Yep.
And now someone has a sword.
Which, frankly, Aragorn, we don't know anything about.
But you
So,
picked it up,
know.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, it's not just sitting there. I was probably going to give it to
Is
him.
this like the Sword in the Stone where now you're Arthur, King of the Britons? Like,
Jesus, I hope not. Wouldn't that be awful? How's that for a recap?
There's more. You entered into a dream.
Yes, we did. Where? Is that what the entering into the dream looks like? Thanks, Aragorn. I appreciate that. We entered into Talus's last dream, where he was happy and he was telling us that Zister was a really kind person who only made things for other people. It was very sweet. Sophia almost managed to touch/make contact with the figure in the dreaming that we're searching for. Didn't quite, but got an owl feather. So perhaps it was an owl. We're not sure.
Caliburn sounds an awful lot like Excalibur. I'm just saying.
It's almost like
So now
that's on purpose.
Now you're Arthur, King of the Britons.
All right. Oh, the Britons. We all are. We're all Britons.
So there you go. Lots of stuff happened.
Lots of things.
Hey, what's happened to Hiking David though?
He's being supported by us, but he's just a kid now.
Hey, but who tried to re-enchant him?
I did.
And did it work?
He said he remembered Braum, and then he fell back into the forgetting.
Like right away? That's pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost like he's permanently, forgotten.
Oh, that's not good.
No. You might even say it's... Oh, I already did. But yeah, you might even say it's really bad.
Well, I do have another question to ask you.
I love that we have a little game show.
Did you spend your experience?
Because we earned so much of it. Yes. Elizabeth?
Yes.
Excellent. I didn't get anything super exciting, so I will go
I did
first.
not either.
Oh, great. Well, I, if you'll allow it, John, bought a third dot of intelligence, which I think, given the situation, makes very little sense.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yay!
I'm good with that. Braum got smart.
Well...
He caught the smarts.
it feels awful. And Liz?
I got a 5th dot of empathy.
Holy shit. That's a lot of empathy.
It's my first 5.
Wow.
Whee!
I mean,
What's
you
the
do
specialty that you have in empathy?
Desires.
Why'd you say it like that?
Desires.
Desire. That's very funny. But I mean, she knows people.
Braum, do you have a 5 that isn't strength?
No.
It's an awkward Braum.
I think that was Subterfuge 5 lying self.
Is that like awkward turtle? Like,
Lying to self.
Yeah, except it. Yeah.
I don't actually know how to do the.
But
awkward
except it's
turtle,
just
and
this,
Thankfully,
and it
the
just
camera
goes
can't see my hands, so it's okay.
Braum. Yeah. Yeah.
Does any of you lovely people in chat have any questions before we actually get started? Because obviously,
sorry
and
about
just
that
to remind
timing.
you, anybody who hasn't been here, Kate will hopefully arrive mid-session, but it kind of depends. Guess what? When you work the gig economy, you take the gigs you can get, and when you work theater, sometimes your closing hours are just like a suggestion.
Not so. Yeah.
Correct.
Truth.
So, if there's any questions, then I will ask. But
Can we have fun?
No.
Great.
can we have fun?
There's no room for
Question.
fun here.
We do have the
There's something.
capacity for fun. Any other questions?
I think that's my 4th album, actually.
Capacity for fun?
Yeah. Fun capacity at max. Yeah.
What's your band name?
No comment. No, I think.
Wait,
remember
what's
now.
our Motley's name? I forget.
Ignite.
Oh,
So,
yes.
Elizabeth.
What?
You forgot?
I'm sorry.
What are you, busy?
I wanted to name us the Spark Plugs.
Sorry. Was I out of the room when you said that?
No, I just came up with it now.
It's so stupid.
With a Z.
I'm just gonna keep smashing my face into this microphone until either the microphone breaks or I do.
Take your time. Aragorn's clarifying something for me.
Everyone is clarifying something for you? Like what? On the DL?
Yes. The
No.
DM,
She
actually,
was
but-
reminding me of something that I forgot the exact wording of. It was very important.
The down low. By the way, Kung Fu Fenris, fuck you. That's an amazing clue. That's an amazing Montreal-based clue that I got and my players eventually got, and that one viewer actually understood and tried to help the players and then thought that he was spoiling it when I actually intended the chat to help you.
That's nice.
That's a lot of intentions. I'm glad it all worked out.
Yeah.
That was a good clue.
But Lo actually was like, "Oh, I didn't mean to spoil anything." I'm like, "No, dude, don't, like just
No, they need
don't
to
need
get
the help.
this.
They're two of them are for fucking Ontario."
Hey, whoa.
Well,
It's true, though.
okay, how much do you know about like past hockey player legends from Montreal?
How much do I know about hockey in general, man?
So, there
I'm
you go.
barely Canadian.
There you go. The best part of that was Aragorn's pronunciation of Henri Richard, Lo.
And we love you. All of you. Truthfully.
Are we the dreaming? Yep. Let's
Oh.
reset the drink counter. Let's put that right up on there. Remember that 18 was the number of drinks.
Aragorn, thank you so much, by the way, for all of this extra work that you have put in
Every
to
time.
add to our experience.
Well, Aragorn, I specifically didn't
Ours.
I didn't coach you on how to say it because I didn't think that Ware would know.
Fair.
So there's that. What's the bet going to be? I think I'm going to make the bet specific to Scott.
Is it how long before Scott shaves his beard on stream?
Answer, not
5
until
minutes.
I stop booking gigs. Although, truthfully, one of them probably has nothing to do with it, so it's just a good luck charm. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's actually have a look here.
I'm
Here
ready, John.
is the gamble. And I'm even going to let Scott see this because I know that Scott's going to try,
Oh, man.
but we'll see what
Why?
happens here.
Oh, no. I have a reputation.
You don't have a reputation. You have a well-deserved. Anyway,
I thought that was my talent, Eric.
here it is. Here's the
Math.
bet. Will Braum put his foot in his mouth this session? Now remember, when you're betting, you have to say your bet and also the amount of motes that you are betting. Motes being the currency in the channel that is worth absolutely fucking nothing. But
gonna be a lot of
0 is
zeros.
yes, 1 is no, which I realize should probably be the opposite if we're going to go binary, but whatever. So you can vote now. If Braum puts his foot in his mouth this
Cool,
session,
cool.
you could win or not. We'll find out.
I cannot wait to know how many people. Yeah. Ooh, crosshair with the chaos.
Now,
Okay, yeah.
the person who will determine whether Braum put his foot in his mouth is Aragorn.
Okay, well, take your motes now.
I feel very good about this. I would like to bet 99 modes.
So Aragorn
You can have some
can.
motes.
Aragorn will be the determining factor as to whether or not you did put your foot in your mouth.
Guys, you all believe in me. Thank
Everybody's
you.
betting 100 here. It's what's actually interesting right now is that it's equal. Well, no, now it's not. But like it's one away from each one. So we're finding more. Oh, now it's not.
Yes.
The majority of people think that you're going to put your foot in your goddamn mouth.
Well, sure. I mean, have you met me?
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, if there are no other questions, I suppose we should begin, huh?
Yes. Thinking about something?
Sometimes games go bad. What the hell are you doing? And then you see that there's this massive troll just down the stairs from the remember that they're coming up from the larder of this pantry. He's so big that A, he rivals Braum in size, possibly even edging him out. Second, he's so big that he has to very deliberately angle himself in order to move down through the stairs and the thing. He is armored. He is wearing she plate. So she plate, despite the name, is not for she. It is plate that is designed to be as flexible and as graceful as a she. So it's also incredibly expensive and must be fitted to the wearer. So even if he took it off and Braum tried to put it on,
Wouldn't
you
fit.
would need somebody to retrofit it, and that would cost almost as much as making a new set. He steps him through, and he is holding a pike. And this pike is just got a vicious gleam to it. His brow is furrowed, and he doesn't have the same kind of craggly face that Braum does because he actually doesn't have granite skin. But just this, like, scowl on his face as he looks down and he sees the following. He sees you three, a High King who is very clearly not showing any evidence of his Fey heritage, Caliburn in your hands, Braum, and a passed out guy with one arm.
Sir, thank goodness you've come. Please help.
I'm going to ask again. What's going on? What are you doing?
I take a knee. But you were breathing in, I'm sorry.
I'm going to ask actually for both of you to roll your intelligence politics at a difficulty of 7.
Two successes.
All right. He's the captain of the King's Guard. So, the Red Branch isn't the King's Guard.
Right.
And to clarify some things for people, the Red Branch is also not an exclusively Gwydian affair. The Red Branch technically doesn't even necessarily answer to anyone, although they nominally answer to the High King.
Well, yeah.
But the King's Guard specifically is just the elite warriors who are supposed to defend the king. The captain is known as Skane, Skayane.
And we know this, like
He's
it's well known, obviously.
He's
like,
relatively famous.
All right.
Sir Skane?
Yes,
He's probably knighted,
he holds
right?
the title of. Actually, no, Lord Skane. He technically holds the title of Baron.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Just got outranked, yo.
Shit. Balls.
Shit. That's funny.
The King's Guard is Gwydian. They're Gwydian, yes.
Lord Skane, you have to believe us that this was the work of a Dantain. That Dantain right there.
And you're pointing at Talus.
Yes.
Making it pretty
Pointing at
I
Braum.
point at Braum. Kill him.
No.
Kill him now.
David, for his part, David Ardry, and no longer the High King, or at least no longer with the perception of it, is looking around and he's utterly confused.
He needs help. I regret we arrived too late. We did our best.
This is what's going to happen. He's coming with me. The two of you are going to follow the woman who is directly above. And you, and he points right at Patches, you are to follow the representative of your Parliament of Dreams councilwoman. You're to speak to nobody until I personally tell you to. I will be right behind you, but I need to find a place to take him and him. And then we'll see if we can get your story straight.
Be careful with him. If he's re-enchanted, he will revert. If you believe nothing else, believe that.
I'll bring someone in from the Unbroken Circle.
Uh-oh. Rip Talus.
Rip.
Now, for the two of you, believe me when I tell you that your very lives depend on your silence at this point. Do you understand?
Of course. Yes, Lord Skane.
Your silence, Braum. Do you understand? Go. And he turns, and as he takes 2 steps forward towards David Ardrey, he looks and then he sees that you are holding Caliburn. You need to keep that out of sight. And you're not to let go. And he approaches David and in a very different tone of voice says, I understand this must be very confusing for you. Please come with me. This performance went off the rails and you shouldn't be backstage. Please come. And David, just still kind of bewildered, follows him up the stairs. Waiting at the top of the stairs are 2 people. There's a knocker and an Arcadian she.
Oh, balls.
The Arcadian she is also dressed in she plate, Gwydion colors. You recognize the face but don't know her name because she is Gwydion and you've kind of seen her around. The knocker immediately takes Patches and they book.
Yep.
Sorry, Kate. It's the best I can do. There you go. You're under the protection of the Parliament of Dreams and the Grand Best Din at this point.
Probably better off than we
That's
are.
pretty great,
for sure.
actually.
I'd say,
Can I
yeah.
go with them? No.
I submit to the mercy of the Grand Best Din.
The woman who is also carrying a pike makes it very clear when she lifts her hand that the pike is lowered, so not pointed at you, but she looks very much at the ready, and she indicates with her head, and she starts marching down the corridor after you guys go up the stairs. The last thing that you notice is that 2 others, one satyr and one clericon, are headed down the stairs, and they both pick up Talus under the shoulders. They're also they're not wearing Gwydion colors, but they are wearing the king's sigil on their shoulders. And Skane is still down there and does not freak out. Like, who are you guys? Oh my god, what the fuck? So
You said it was a Clericon and who?
Clericon and a satyr.
Okay, cool.
I have I have 2. This is ridiculous, I know, but I have 2 spots in my coat for swords.
Yeah.
So I have one sword in one side, and now I'm putting.
So Caliburn, it's very clear that you were carrying something big and heavy.
Yes.
But at least Caliburn itself is out of sight.
Yeah.
And when Whisper is slotted next to it, or are you carrying Whisper?
No, I don't think I would be openly carrying a weapon, yeah.
And you can feel that Whisper is just like there's some kind of force attracted between each sword.
That's cool.
You can feel them pulling at each other vaguely
in
your coat.
Would I know why that is? Can I?
You know what? Let's give it a shot.
Sure.
I want you to
Harry
roll.
and Voldemort's wands.
I want you to roll Intelligence, Greymare. Difficulty is 9.
If I botch, do I die? Here we go. No.
No successes?
No successes.
You do notice it, but
close.
you're not sure why.
That makes sense.
Oh.
Sorry.
Boyfriend Dungeon up in here. Boyfriend Dungeon is a Montreal production. Kid Fox Games. Anyway, you are pulled down a corridor, and this is still ostensibly the king's quarters, but this is sort of the private kitchen that you're moving through. So you're sort of stepping through the kitchen, and there's 2 cooks here. One, they're both boggins, and they're sort of against the wall, and they're looking very wide-eyed as this procession goes by them. And you notice that another member of the King's Guard, who is still wearing she-plate, Gwydion colors, is talking to them, being very kind of calming and reassuring, but also very much like, I command your attention, do not look, as they're going through. But it's impossible to hide. It's a very odd procession moving through. You are taken eventually into a swimming pool area. This swimming pool it's quite large. It is not like an Olympic-sized pool, and its waters shift from blue to green to the gray of an ocean that's storming to black and back to blue. And all around it, there are plants that echo different areas of large bodies of water. So coniferous trees, palm trees, cattails, stalks of wheat, and sand. There are chairs that are set up. And the light coming from above, despite the fact that this is not open to the air, feels like sunlight as it beats down. Close the door, and the woman turns around. I appreciate this is an interesting place to remain and wait. We can't afford to cause a panic here. Lord Skane will be by momentarily. I'll wait with you until then. My name's Clarissa. I know that you have been asked not to speak. Let me reassure you that you're under no suspicion here. All right?
I'd like to roll on that.
Sure.
Okay.
No, Mr. Lie Detector.
Well,
You can roll empathy. You can choose to roll empathy, or you can roll just to straight up see if she's lying. But
I just have a feeling, man. Can I?
yep, her manipulation subterfuge is 3, so your difficulty is 3.
Wowzers.
What's your difficulty is 6. 5.
3 successes.
Great. She's not lying.
Sure.
You get the impression that you're definitely not under suspicion, but she is absolutely interested in the fact that it's you two.
Okay.
And when I say you two, I mean specifically she recognizes you both.
Okay.
You have never met her, to your recollection.
Interesting. I mean, would it be possible to roll, to make a gray mare roll to see if there's some kind of disguise being used? Some kind of...
Absolutely. That would actually... I'm going to actually ask you to roll perception larceny, please. Or are you talking about like a glamour?
A glamour, yeah.
Okay, so then that's perception kenning.
Okay. Jesus.
The only cantrip that's currently active on her is an Oaken Shield cantrip.
Okay.
You can tell that she has a toughness about her, but other than that, nothing. For the record, she is definitely an Arcadian she, and she has kind of a, despite the fact that she has a soft look on her expression right now, she looks like she is completely wired for battle.
Okay. Braum?
Okay, let's go. I guess.
It's only about a minute later that Lord Skane comes in. Thank you for your silence. I appreciate it. Consider that lifted. I'd ask, however, that we have a chance to talk before we leave this room.
Of course.
I will tell you that it is good to see that both of you are all right. I'm reassured that the 3 of you who fought the Dantain will survive this encounter. Now, what happened? And as he does this, he takes his pike and he lays it down on the edge of the river. And Clarissa turns around and just stands with the pike facing the door. She's still paying attention, and it's clear that she's not like, nah, 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 nah. But she is guarding from the inside, which is not an effective place to guard, but it is at least a secret one.
Yeah.
Our motley traveled here with the intention of meeting with the High King. We were under the understanding that there was some sort of device being used against him. We came here to judge if that was true or not, and to help in any way that we could. When we arrived, the Dantain that you saw, his name is Talus. He had already... Well, I don't know. We were too late. And we fought him. We were moderately successful.
Lord Skane, the Dantain had developed a device, minuscule, that was able to collect and transfer Glamour away from a target. We believe this is the reason that the High King has appeared as he has.
You're telling me that he had the ability to create this device on his own?
The plans were stolen
By whom?
from a knocker. Is their identity important?
I believe so as well, Lady Sophia.
Sister Flex.
He is to be trusted. He would never use a device like this to cause the suffering that it did.
This is a scandal of the highest proportions, you understand.
Of course.
It means that this Dantain has made a mockery of us. It also means that the crown has fallen under our noses. If it's true that he can't be re-enchanted, that this is the end of his reign,
No, that can't... He can be re-enchanted. It's happened before plenty of times. We can't just give up on him. We came here specifically because we don't give up on him.
it grieves me to say this, Lady Sophia, but the forces of banality are sometimes beyond our reach. It may be too late for Ardry.
How can you be so sure?
That's why I'm using the word maybe.
Well, let's not think of it that way. Why decide that we may have failed before we've even begun trying?
Because we must have a plan. In case.
Planning for failure means you're secretly expecting failure.
When you found him,
I do not accept that.
when you found him, there were 4 people who knew. Now there are 10. Within only seconds. There's only so long we can contain this. He has opponents. Opponents who will do their very best to try and push for a succession. Even though he's perhaps not even gone yet.
Lord Skane, you are in fact one of the other people that we hoped to bring something to the attention of as soon as possible.
Sir Braum, I know of your reputation, and I choose not to be insulted that I wasn't contacted first when it came to the king's personal safety. And I will echo that wish to the rest of the guard, but it doesn't look good.
No. I was relying on Lord McAllister to reach out to High King David directly.
Yes, we understand what happened there.
So then you understand why I did not feel it was safe to speak to anyone else.
Sophia, could I ask you to roll perception empathy, please?
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty here is 7. Let's say it's 7.
Okay.
1 success.
Mm-hmm.
He's struggling internally with something, but it's not clear what.
Lord Skane, I believe it is important for you to know there was a plot, another plot, a separate plot against the High King to jockey for position as a successor if and when he were to end his reign.
This was orchestrated by Melch. Which comes as a surprise to no one, it seems.
The first person who will find out about this will be his wife. Fairlith's definitely tied to Melch. But whether she's under his thrall, I wouldn't know.
Can we see him,
Who?
David?
Not yet. At the moment he's scared. He's scared because he's disoriented and he's in a place that he can't recognize, surrounded by people who all know and revere him.
I have a question. An unenchanted changeling. Can I use my Liam ability on them to
No.
lower their banality? Damn,
They're still a changeling.
they're still a changeling.
Whether or not they fall into the forgetting
Balls
or not.
indeed.
Shit.
Shit.
Time to go on a quest, High King. Let's go, buddy.
Do we have your permission to remain until we can see him?
Of course.
Thank you.
I reiterate to you that neither of you are considered guilty of any crime, and I will do my best to protect your interests as it goes forward. There will be some who may believe to link you to this.
I would not blame them for that. We were doing our best to... We were doing our best to save the High King and told no one.
In moments of high stress and high stakes, we make the choices we must. Not everyone understands this, and some will choose deliberately to ignore it.
Can we lower the volume slightly?
Lord Skane, if the High King is unable to be re-enchanted, and if he is, and if, well, if that were to happen, what is the procedure? There has never been a situation like this before.
In the past, it was simply that Ardry wielded Caliburn and people flocked to his banner. We haven't had a succession. Not since the Resurgence, not since the Accordance War.
John,
Yes.
I'd like to roll a politics roll to know if what I'm about to ask is foolish.
Sure.
Are there viewings of the Parliament of Dreams allowed? Can you attend the Parliament
Yes,
of
you can.
Dreams?
I'm just
Okay.
going to tell you straight up.
Perfect.
Yes, you're allowed to be in the gallery for that.
Okay.
They can clear the gallery if they so choose,
Yeah,
but
sure.
they don't.
Mhm. Lord Skane, if there is to be a Parliament called, please allow us to attend. It matters very much to us what happens.
It isn't the Parliament of Dreams that will decide the succession.
Who will then?
I don't know. But it won't be left up to the Parliament. There are too many powerful people who will try to see that it doesn't happen that way.
Perhaps it should.
We live in a very interesting time of democracy, feudalism, a monarchy. But Parliament can only make rules of succession. They do not decide.
Of course.
And no rule had been made. There are 4 likely candidates. Fairlith, his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Morwen, his advisor, best friend. Mab, the Queen of Apples. And his daughter Lenore. Adopted daughter. And of course a member of House Dougal, not Gwydion.
Everyone else is Gwydion.
Fairlith is Elened.
Oh, yes.
Correct.
Oh, yes.
And Mab is Fiona.
Ooh. Yay!
That's your
Free
name?
love for everybody. Oh, yeah, she's just
Sorry,
chilling.
Fiora. No, Fiona.
Fiona.
What am I saying? Too many Fios.
Please, Lord Skane, let us know when we can see the High King.
At the moment, I know barely more than you do about his status.
Of course.
He's been sequestered in his quarters. We've done a sweep and we can't find evidence that the Dantean had any allies here. We found several of the devices, but they don't seem to be functioning. They're very small.
Yes.
And
They're easily missed.
that's why...
But they could be elsewhere. So doing a sweep is the right thing. I don't know how long he's been leeching glamour off of Taranar and the High King. We have to make sure, just because he is dead, that his devices die too.
If they're not functioning now, they were probably tied to him somehow. So we're safe, I think.
We're not safe.
Oh.
The first thing that will happen, inevitably, is that the Kingsguard will be stripped. We clearly failed to protect the king, and our words will mean nothing, at least temporarily. Which means that my ability to help you and the power that I wield here in this castle at some point very abruptly will end. Second, someone will have to be designated as the regent until such time as we can crown a new queen. And I have no idea who that regent will be. As for the Dantean, there will be those who will attempt to revive him in an effort to extract as much information as they can before they destroy him. Others will claim that he is too dangerous and that he must be destroyed instantly. And for you 3?
Do you recommend anyone that we could speak to, attempt to ally ourselves with to protect ourselves in the coming days?
You're of House Liam. And of House Liam, I dare not make any suggestion. It would be not my place. If you were not House Liam, then I would say that you have the option of finding yourself allied with any of the 4 houses currently in contention. You could declare yourself neutral. You could ally yourself with any number of organizations that are tangential to the crown. The unbroken circle and the red branch will be implicated in all of this.
You say the King's Guard will be dismantled. By whom?
Most likely Milge.
Melge is dead.
I was going to ask.
Surprise.
I was going to ask.
Too late.
I said it. I
What?
said
King Melge, at least his power, lay in the mask that he wore. It was destroyed, and he has vanished.
Who did this?
I did, sir. We did. He laid a trap for us. He attempted to destroy us. We felt it was for the best.
This makes you guilty of a crime, sir.
Is it a crime to defend the High King from a treasonous plot against him?
Sometimes the rewards are outweigh a crime.
Clarissa turns around. My lord, protocol isn't something that we need to adhere to now. Not now, not today. Sir. When you say we did, what do you mean?
He laid a trap for us, along with 2 other members of our circle group. We defeated him in this trap. I say we. But if there is punishment, then it is mine alone.
For destroying a mask?
Yes.
But what about the man? The man that we know as Melge. Where is he?
Who do you know as Melge? Who did anybody know as Melge?
I saw the man dead in the Kingdom of Willows. And then I saw another man who looked just like him change shape and disappear into ash? Did he dust? I feel like he dusted. Anyway.
Let's say yes.
Yes.
He dusted.
So then, for all we know, the man is still alive. It is just the mask that is
The
destroyed.
man is nothing without the mask. The mask was what needed to be destroyed, and the mask was destroyed irrevocably.
It was. Although it is a good point.
What?
The man. I killed him. But if the power passes on, perhaps the man himself is re-enchanted somewhere, plotting. I don't know.
I had a really good breakfast this morning.
Oh, what did you have?
I had a fresh scone with pear jam, 3 threshes of bacon, and an omelet. And I thought that this was going to be a good day. And here I am. My charge may no longer be my charge. And I'm in the presence of someone who may or may not have committed regicide. You only admit to destroying a mask.
He does.
I admit to destroying a mask, and I admit to killing in self-defense. A man who I believed to be the King of Willows. Yes. Do with that what you will.
Sir Braum ap Gwydion, I formally charge you with the death of the King of Willows, Melge ap Elened, and a trial will be set to determine your culpability and your guilt. Do you understand these charges as I lay them in front of you?
Yes.
Lady Sophia ap Liam, unless you give me reason to, I see no reason to include you in these charges. Do you understand?
Why are you doing this? Lord Skane.
My dearest lady.
Lord Skane, I understand. You served the High King honorably and faithfully all this time. What happened under your watch is a terrible, terrible tragedy. I hate that you're going to be stripped of your powers now. Is this really how you want to be remembered?
My dearest lady, I do this not because I hold no love for this man. And I do this not because I rejoice in his death. I do this because, as I am sure Sir Braum will understand, I am a creature of duty and honor, and I trust that any court will see that he is innocent of any wrongdoing.
A court being put together for a trial such as this, is that a High King, the High King, was killed. Don't we all have better things to do? Lord Skane.
All right. Okay, so here's how this is going to go down.
Okay.
Charisma,
Okay.
and we're going to go with... You can choose. I'm going to give you a
Okay.
choice. You can either go charisma politics, or you can go charisma expression. Now, one of these is going to have a higher difficulty, but I'm not telling you which one. So you can choose which pool you would rather roll.
I'm going to go expression because I am decidedly going against politics at this moment. Would this involve inspirational speaking, John?
You're not inspiring him to do something.
I'm trying to inspire him to drop the charge.
You're not trying to lift his spirits. You're trying to convince him to do otherwise.
You're right.
Let's see which one of us has more successes.
Oh, God.
I like this.
She's going against a troll trying to do his duty.
No, I know. It's horrifying.
Balls.
His duty to imprison Braum. Yeah, right now it is.
Why'd you
yeah.
have to roll so many ones?
Oh,
Liz?
no.
No successes. It's
Oh.
not a botch, but it's no success.
Brutal.
Meh.
If it makes you feel any better, Liz, I appreciate it.
I'm sorry if you're killed on the spot.
Sir Braum,
That's not how trials work. Yep. Yes.
you understand. A troll faced with his duty must.
Of course. My lord, I hold no ill will towards you at all.
Lady Sophia, your words are as eloquent as the shifting colors under your eyes.
But it doesn't matter.
Eloquent, perhaps, but not stronger than a troll's heart. Sir Braum, your weapons.
I remove Whisper, put it down on the floor. You charged me with holding on to this weapon. You said yourself you will not be safe soon.
Oh,
Whoa.
Honey.
Oh, no good.
oh man.
Troll off.
Troll off. Troll
Troll off.
I'm just going to grab him. We're both going
You
to
know what we're
going
gonna
to
do?
What are we going to do?
We're just gonna straight up roll willpower.
Right.
1v1.
I'm happy with this. I was going to buy another
I will take
dot.
both swords. You will have my sword, and my sword,
Red decide.
and my sword,
And my sword.
And my axe.
Get that axe out of here.
Troll off.
I'm down with a troll off. This is awesome. Ah! Oh no, it's not as good as I thought. Okay, sorry.
All right, your successes, please.
2 successes on a diff 6.
They see me trolling. They hating.
Draw. And hand it to me.
I do.
Okay, so you pull Caliburn.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes forward, his hand just drops.
I attempt to put it.
And his hand just pulls away again. And he looks at it as if it isn't even a creature of his own control.
I turn to Clarissa and extend Caliburn towards her.
And she just puts up a hand. Temba at rest. You two discuss amongst yourselves for a second.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. I'm here.
Skane looks like he's about to cry.
Skane looks like he's about to cry.
Excellent.
So,
I
hi,
use it
Slagman.
against him. What are you going to cry now? Are you going to cry?
You're so mean. My eyes.
Stay behind me, Sophia. I can repel people with this sword. Poke,
You can't touch this.
poke.
No.
Nah.
So-
nah.
Whoa. So, I think we do have some stuff to talk about, probably. Hey, I really appreciate.
Can we talk about how poorly I rolled on that roll? After rolling too many successes on my previous 2 rolls.
Can we talk about
That's
how-
a slack.
Specifically, I was given an out on this, and I was like, I don't think, I don't know, man, Wilder or not, I don't think Braum would be like, that is correct. I did not intend to kill the king of. I don't think he would leave.
Who Melge is? You can't admit you killed Melge if we've never seen a guy without a mask.
Truth, but I feel like I.
You killed the mask.
You know, I think
Thank
that's
you,
probably
Grubermensch.
a
I'll
pretty
take
good
it.
time to take a break.
Oh, okay. I'll take a good break.
Well,
can be good.
I don't know. Refill your drinks if you so need to.
Oh, maybe I shall.
Thankfully, we have somebody here to help refill the drinks for you.
Oh, fabulous.
Hey.
Kate, whoa. Hello, goodbye. It's great to see you. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't bring you one. No, I've got. Thank you.
Really? You're just going to pour wine in your beer glass? Yeah, he needs a glass. He needs a glass.
Can I what? Yes. Oh, did you already unplug yourself though? Yeah. Well, bang. Well, bang. Look. Introducing Kate as Caliburn.
We're getting very deep into troll honor at this point. I feel like this is a Klingon episode.
John, I feel like I want to put this out there. I feel like as someone who's played a lot more Changeling than I have, I feel like my understanding of troll honor might be different from yours. I'm not going to say worse or less deep, but I just feel like in my mind,
It's way
I'm
too
like,
hot here,
yeah,
everyone.
it's
like
already,
30 degrees in here.
It's already really hot in here. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I'm just kind of like, yep, don't like not going to tell a lie, not going to mislead people if it's not if there's no reason to. Like, I take honor in the fact that I did something that was right. You know what I mean?
So that's the funny thing, is that trolls have a very high sense of honor,
Mhm.
but that it actually kind of changes from troll to troll. The things that trolls generally agree upon is that if I have a duty, I must adhere to it.
Sure.
If I have sworn to do something, I will abide by it. And then beyond that, it's like honor is a big deal, but honor obviously changes based on who you're talking to.
Sure. I'm thinking an unseelie troll. Whoa, thank you. No, not at all. Yeah, I feel like an unseelie troll might, swear their duty to, I don't know, I'm a boss or something, right? You know what I mean? Like a change, like someone who is not part of the sort of normal hierarchy or whatever.
Angelwick
Looks awesome,
here.
Kate. I love it.
Angelwick has returned.
Hi, Angelwick. Oh my God, yeah, it's been a long
The
time.
prodigal
Wick.
child. Angelwick, this is a new streaming space. What you've missed is
40 episodes of Changeling.
I left.
Oh, do you want me to?
I mean, I did leave during Exaltwitch, so if you got through all of Exaltwitch,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Was not. It's my bad.
We're in the same location.
Yay! You could throw something at us.
I kind of want to, but I don't know what I have to throw.
No, don't do it.
I'm definitely not throwing that.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Kate's phone's not that big.
I am small, so
Tiny laptop.
It's kind of like using the world's largest banana for scale to make your things look. Wait, smallest banana. I don't know. Plantain. Using a plantain to have a banana for scale. Size of my face.
Using a plantain. Yay!
I mean, yours does extend, right?
Whoa.
Because Kate is one of the last people on the planet who still likes physical keyboards.
Yeah. And I just got retweeted by the theater company that I was just at.
Oh.
Methodiel, by the way, donated
that
some
one.
bits. He donated 8 salt to keep us in.
Are people feeling salty?
Well,
Or
it's
is it
because you weren't
hydration?
around.
You
it was
weren't around,
temporary
so
Kate.
instead, here's some salt. We were like,
I see.
ouch.
I'm salty.
You watched the Exaltwitch finale live, see? Like, there you go, right?
Nice.
So I returned to Montreal to kick off Changeling, and then I returned to my super secret
Streaming location.
location. But now I'm back in Montreal. We just had a marathon 2 weeks ago, which will mean that we'll get to upgrade our cameras.
Yay!
However, that's going to take a bit of time because we are trying to make sure that we get the best deal possible, which means we have some delays.
Gotta wait.
But that's okay.
And because of all the wonderful donations, y'all's get all sorts of awesome bonus content to come over the
Holy
following weeks
fuck,
and months.
so much
Like,
bonus
it's
content.
so exciting.
3 Chrysalis sessions, 3 or 4 podcast episodes, a one-shot run by Scott of a different game, which I don't know if that's been determined yet. Yeah, lots
And
of stuff.
some
And a
What If
What
Wednesday.
If Wednesday.
Yep.
Yep.
The What If Wednesday, I think we've decided that those are going to be, most of those will be relatively short scenes. Because, I don't know if we're going to get an hour out of some of the suggestions we've had, but I definitely want to see them happen. So I think we're just going to compile a big list, and I might make it a random draw.
Oh,
That we'll
perp.
just, click a button, and it'll come up with a random scenario. We're just going to have to do it.
Ba-ba.
It'll be like
Oh, yeah.
a night at the improv.
Yay!
Improv.
Improv. Improv. Improv.
Improv.
Improv.
So let's catch Kate up very quickly.
Oh, God.
While you guys were in the pantry, a very large troll by the name of Lord Skane, captain of the King's Guard, came down. He separated you as follows. You have been claimed by the Grand Bestin's minister in the Parliament of Dreams. These two went off with the King's Guard, and they're currently in a location that you are not aware of. The High King is somewhere else, and Talus's comatose body is also with the with people who are tied to the king.
Okay.
So you've all kind of been separated quickly. However, it's been made clear that the 3 of you, while people are being super serious about shit, are not currently suspected of any crime.
And we rolled on it, too. So it's
Like you rolled on it.
not fake, yeah. Whoa.
It's been some amount of time, so I will not current the Dex water wonderful boost that I had.
Oh yeah, it's another
Oh,
save.
man, all of our
Now
shit's
I
gone.
just have damage.
Damn it!
Ouch.
Well, let me ask,
I'm
how much
hurt.
damage are each of you at the moment?
I am hurt, so I'm at -1.
I don't think I... You know what? I took through an Oaken Shield, so I'm good. Otherwise.
Yeah.
Oaken
Guys-
Shield, man.
Guys, if you Oaken Shield is very powerful for what it provides you. It really fucking helps. So much so that you have to house rule it occasionally. Like, you can't burn through an Oaken Shield and then somebody casts another Oaken Shield on you right away. Like, 'cause otherwise,
Here's another 6 health levels
Yeah,
or whatever.
like,
Yeah,
it's
I don't
just
know.
fucking ridiculous. Braum did just get fucked up by a regicide charge, but you know.
I'm guessing you need these.
NBD.
Yeah, Scott and I actually have to share them now
Oh
because
my
we
God.
each require such a big pool that.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
took some different
Most
colored
unfortunate.
dice for me, but
So,
tiny crap.
Kate, if you're ready, I mean, we'll wait until you get your necklace on. 'cause-
Yeah, obviously that's the limiting factor now. I just need to I realized my dice are all like in my tray instead of ready to go. But
My dice are in my tree.
But they need to be this obnoxious yellow color is the problem.
Yeah.
This really screams nightmare dice to me, and they are appealing.
I disagreed when I bought them, but you know. that's
Scott
life,
sent me
man.
a picture of a wall of dice, and he was like, "Hey, they're on sale. Like, I'll pick you up some." And I was like, "I want those really bright yellow ones."
The
He's
really
like, "No,
annoying
you
ones.
can't
You're
be
like,
serious.
"Don't."
Like, don't call me Shirley."
yep. Yep.
I
Y'all
need to
ready
see
for
Airplane
Kate?
again.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Doody doody
Yeah.
doot.
Because the last time I saw it was with somebody who was convinced that she hated it and just like shat all over it the entire
No,
time.
No,
it's a work of-
no.
And who shits on Airplane, right?
I think it's
Brilliant.
on Netflix.
It
Yes.
wasn't on Netflix.
Oh, wait.
No, because we
Oh.
looked for it.
Oh,
It was
right.
on Amazon Prime Video.
Oh,
Though.
well, we got that too.
Thank you, PS4.
Thanks.
Can link all sorts of things
Which?
to you,
Oh,
and
I
it's
should also
beautiful.
point out that Aragorn let loose a whole bunch of borfs, and the Crosshair also had some borf.
Borf, borf, borf.
So I think
Yay.
you're caught up.
If
And we also
Crosshair-
got followed by Golgari Glen Ross, which is still
Nice.
one of the best names in Twitch history.
Nice.
And they're still around. Are we ready?
As it can be.
Good old catch up borfs. I like how the Crosshair just cheered with 3 and is cheered for a total of 4,887. It just seems like the Crosshair's like 3,
Just a little drop in the pool.
3.
I love it.
3,000.
You are being led by a councilwoman from the Parliament of Dreams, a representative of the Best Inn. She isn't removing you from the tower, but instead takes you through the kitchen, which is where you have to pass through because you were in the larder. Takes you through the kitchen, where you pass by 2 boggans who are looking very worried, and they're being spoken to gently but sternly from a member of the King's Guard. She takes you through a few hallways and a couple of twists away, separating you from Braum and Sophia until you get into a room, and inside is a pool table. Pool table is racked and ready to go. There's some cues up along the wall. It's got the very stereotypical, traditional, like,
That
you know,
green light.
that
Yeah.
green hanging light. It's very cozy in here. There's a sideboard as opposed to a full bar, but it has bottles of alcohol, which are probably way too expensive to actually just be on a sideboard. And there's a few chairs made of leather that are just kicking around. She unceremoniously drags 2 of them out and then just flumps down on one of them and just... She looks dazed.
Kith?
Knock her.
Okay. I mean, I could assume, but I didn't want to.
If they're a member of the Best Inn.
They have to be?
The Best Inn very specifically is the knocker governing body when it comes to
Yeah.
patents. So it's not like
You could
to
pretend.
be inside the Best Inn you must be a knocker, but the what are called the Dian, who are the heads of the Best Inn, all of them are knockers invariably.
Cool.
Ooh.
There's a cyborg. Nice.
Where do you want to begin?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Holy frickin' shitballs. Are we serious with all this?
With all. Did they explain anything? Like,
She knows that the king is
Okay.
unenchanted, and she knows that there's a Dantain.
okay, great.
But that's it.
So we've known about the Dantain for a while. We've been trying to track him down. We did not anticipate encountering him here.
The High King's frickin' dead. He's frickin' dead!
Yeah, I think. I'm not the person to make that call. I assume that he's been taken to people who can try to re-enchant him, to help him, do whatever can be done. As for the Dantain, I think Sophia mentioned at some point that if he stays dead, his soul will just come back as a Dantain elsewhere? Should we re-enchant him and lock him up?
We've already contacted the Unbroken Circle. They're sending somebody to see if we can get any help here.
Okay. Other than that, I mean, I know that the king is getting on in years and all of that, but I mean, if like, how did Talus get in?
Look, they just came and they dragged me out of a room and they told me to come quickly, and I did, and I saw the king, and he is...
Okay, so why are you in charge of bringing me here to this lovely room?
Lord Skane told me to.
Great. I am here with you.
Look, it's not going to look good for
What?
any of you.
Yeah, I got that. I'm
So I
glad that you
think he's
guys
trying to-
didn't just straight up kill us on sight.
I think he's trying to protect you.
Cool. Awesome.
This could be profitable.
Can I smoke in here?
Oh, yeah, go. Yeah, just, like, absolutely destroy that thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Still here from last sesh.
Yes.
So, hi. My name is Patches.
Hi, Patches. Apprentice is Sister Flex. We know.
Great. What's
What's he really like?
who's sister?
Yeah.
He's an old curmudgeon. What else do you expect?
Yeah, I work with old curmudgeons every day.
Exactly.
It's
I
kind
mean,
of
he's
a...
also a genius. Don't get me wrong. He's designed some amazing frickin' shit.
He's already listed you under 3 patents. Look, whatever everyone else is dealing with right now, my responsibility is to knockers, which means you.
I am here.
But it means that no one else right now is anybody that we have to concern ourselves with.
The
We already
Dantain-
know that there's instability in the kingdom right now.
Mm-hmm.
Prices are going to go up. War's good for business.
I suppose.
I mean, peace is good. Peace is good for business, but
Everything's good for business if you swing it the right way. So on the Dantain, there will be some bullet wounds from this rifle. On the High King, there will be nothing from us, so that will hopefully help us.
so you're the one who killed the Dantain.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't actually expect him to be wayfaring next door. I kind of thought he was gonna have like wayfared across the planet. homing bullets, Zister Flex design.
How do we get this information back?
2.
The best in.
You're the one who's associated with them.
I can't.
You don't have like a cell stone or some other secretive technology?
No, I was just told not to. I was told to keep my silence.
Oh.
What do you think the penalty would be for breaking that kind of silence?
Again, you're the one who's associated with them. Are you like trying to entrap me?
No.
You sure?
Like I said, I care about you and me.
Great. Well, maybe you can write it down and stick it between the sole of your shoe and take it out once you're back at the best inn. And then accidentally drop it somewhere. I don't know. I'm not a fucking spy.
You're not taking this very seriously.
I'm not telling information that I'm not supposed to.
Door opens up and a clericon who is wearing a patch with the High King's crest on his shoulder. But Skane's informed me that she's to be kept with the rest of her motley. So, you mind coming with me there?
Sure.
All right, then. Let's go. What should I do? Should I... And he just starts heading down the hallway. Are you following him?
Yes, I'm following.
So you leave the councilwoman alone inside the pool room, and he takes you to a different pool room. Except this one literally has a pool inside. This pool is surrounded by trees and plants that you would find on various bodies of water around the world. So
How tall are the ceilings?
coniferous trees, reeds, grass, sand, all that kind of stuff. And there's Braum and Sophia. Braum has Whisper laid down in front of him, and he's holding Caliburn and trying to present it. The troll who originally came from you, Lord Skane, currently looks like he's almost about to cry, and his hand is like pressed down. And another she, an Arcadian she, who was identified as Clarissa, is standing guard, and she lets you in.
Patches, are you all right?
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck yeah!
Lord Skane, are you all right?
We're in a lot more trouble than I once thought. I can charge you with regicide, but Caliburn seems to not want to leave your care.
You entrusted it to me.
It entrusted itself to you. Patches. You can ignore. You can rejoin the rest of your motley.
Thank you. Fellow Motley members, how are you doing?
We've been better, and we've also been worse.
Are you as healthy as you were when I last saw you?
Yes.
Braum is being charged with the murder of King Melge.
Well, that's a false accusation. Shall we find a lawyer?
A false accusation based on a confession made by one Sir Braum ap Gwydion.
What?
Fair. To my knowledge, I killed the man who was the King of Willows.
To your knowledge, you have no idea, Braum. It's a masked
Then
man.
we need to contact the Kingdom of Willows. I did this in self-defense, and the courts will...
That king.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank God. Can you imagine? You're like, whoa.
Right? Patches.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's the other king.
Oh, were you legitimately
Like,
confused?
yeah,
as to...
I thought he said, "Oh yeah, I killed King David."
Oh, no.
And you're like, oh, God,
I failed him. I let him die. Like some sort of
fucking
Braum
Braum, no.
being like, I tried to re-enchant him and failed. Okay.
Sophia is the one who piped up about Melch being dead.
I said nothing about us having killed him.
That's right.
Hashtag truth. The mask was destroyed.
Braum was the one who's
And
like,
Braum.
I killed somebody in self-defense, and I believed him
And
to
I'm
be
pretty
the
sure he
High
was
King.
King Melch. I mean, I killed 2 people, so chances are pretty good that.
I
one
mean,
of
if
them
you want to
was-
go back far
I mean,
enough,
literally,
I'm
the
sure I've
chances are
killed
double.
Dozens.
I'm sure. Just.
I have murdered a lot of people. You know, it's hard to keep track.
So what have you told them so that I don't go over what you've already gone over?
They... Lady Sophia?
No.
Okay.
No, Braum.
He is to stand trial. It is possible there are extenuating circumstances for his crime,
Absolutely.
and yet I cannot and will not disarm him.
It's okay. I think you can trust Braum to be honorable in this situation and not try to fight his way out of anything that is official.
Normally, the murder of a king would be presided over by the High King. Which means that whoever the regent ends up being, they will be the one to decide your fate.
We have reason to believe that there are those who are scheming to cause the fate of the High King, and thus that regent may have many motives to make Braum take the fall. I don't know if there's any other means of finding an impartial judge, but I would like to posit a request for one.
The scone was so good. It was
His
fresh.
Breakfast.
Did you have some herb-infused butter with it?
He
I
really
find
liked
that's
his breakfast
delicious.
this morning.
Well, apparently my scone wasn't as good as it could have been.
Well, next time we have tea together, I'll introduce you to some lavender-infused butter. It's truly magical.
And I pull some out of my pocket and I
Oh,
throw it in
wow.
his face. And then we run.
Braum, I will have your word that you will not leave Taranar until your fate has been decided. I will also have your word that you will not attempt to defend yourself by force unless it is required of you.
Lord Skane, you have my word.
I accept it.
I imagine
You may retrieve Whisper. If you have one sword, you may as well have 2.
Thank you. I imagine as a regent is named, this process will move quite quickly, depending on who is to become the regent.
This is going to be troublesome for everyone. I assume that there are people doing whatever they can for the High King.
Yes.
Clarissa,
Yes.
go and find out the status of the High King and find out whether Lady Sophia may visit him.
Thank you.
You're also to determine whether or not a regent has been named in secret. We have a trial to accomplish.
If the Lady Faerolith is named regent. And I just kind of let that hang in the air.
If I were to guess, the regent won't be any of the 4 contenders for the throne.
Okay.
So we will wait to determine who it is and make an appointment with them as soon as possible.
Of course. This day is imposed upon you, Lord Skane. You've discharged your duty honorably.
Honorably, perhaps, but not well. I have failed him.
We were too late.
Clarissa comes back.
That's fast.
He's being held. Held. I can't. It's disturbing to see him like this. He's in his antechamber. You may visit him at this time. Sir Braum, we must ask that until such time as we know what's happening, you remain with one of us. But we'll accompany you there.
Of course.
Is there anything that we can do for any of you? Do you require aid?
Got a little roughed up in the fight. If you can assist in that sense.
I'll see to it that refreshments are provided, and I'll find somebody to help you with that.
Appreciate it.
Come along.
I'm going.
Clarissa's face is just absolutely ashen. She looks wrecked. You're taken into the antechamber where you actually just were. Remember, it's the room before the study where you actually fought with Talus. Ardry is sitting down, and he is sitting down with the satyr who you saw earlier, the member of the King's Guard. Hey. So, and he stands up. So far, we think that it's still contained. I don't know how much longer that's going to last. We've tried to re-enchant him several times, and the first time it lasted for about 2 seconds, and after that, nothing. You're welcome to try.
How many do we have standing by who are willing to use their glamour to re-enchant him?
We have all the glamour we need here.
Excellent.
If you need anything, my name is Dimitri.
Dimitri.
I'll just be right over here.
Thank you, Dimitri. I want to go over to David. Is he awake?
Yeah, he's awake, and
Just looking around.
his hands are folded in his lap. He looks uncharacteristically meek.
So I have to kind of check myself as well because it is really weird seeing him like this, but I'm going to brush those thoughts aside. Is there a spot to sit next to him?
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
May I sit down?
Of course.
Thank you. It's David, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrupt your performance.
That's quite all right. I'm actually here because we wanted you to hear the rest of the concert.
Honestly, I think maybe I should go to a hospital.
I worked so hard on writing the music.
I'm not well. I don't remember how I got here. There's a lot I don't remember.
You fell asleep at the concert.
I remember hitting my head.
We were very worried for you. But I'm glad you're awake.
Surely I can come back for a different performance.
Oh, but we're all here. It's no trouble.
I really
we
don't
just need to
feel
back
well. I really should see a doctor.
I have a doctor standing by just outside. They're going to be in to see you as soon as the performance is done.
Why are you not letting me see one now?
Do you really want to see one?
Yes,
I'm gonna cast Dream Logic.
Okay. And what's the logic that you're...
I'm going to claim to be the doctor.
I am
Continuing
the
a trend.
doctor.
He is still Fae, by the way.
Okay.
Whether or not he's enchanted.
So I
Acts as
use
Fae.
Fae instead of actor?
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't know that. But I guess that makes sense.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my god.
Dr. Patches.
All right, well, if you'd like to see a doctor, then we will make sure that they come in.
So that's for a scene.
And I'm just gonna kind of look around. Could we turn that down just slightly?
Fuck
It's just
yeah.
the speaker's facing me. Sorry. Thank you.
Here. So I'm going to sit next to him and take his pulse.
All those doctor things.
Yes.
One's blood pressure.
I just want to make sure that I would also, I believe I mentioned this last session, but that I would have picked up the small device. And while I go about doing doctory things, like asking him to roll up his sleeve and things, I'm going to be trying to check for any other devices or objects
So you're
that may be on his
feeling the High King up to see
She's
whether or not
Patches
he's got any.
Adams.
Oh, perfect.
Goodbye, everyone.
Okay, this game's done. There's nothing better than that.
Bye, John.
That is the doctor that was like using
Cut to black,
comedy
I
and
guess.
stuff.
Yep.
Just came back from a fucking clown festival. I wish I had
And
like a
your
red
nose is,
nose
like,
to
red
just I know.
Already. It's so good. It's so perfect.
Yeah.
Lord Skane had just off the books. Lord Skane had mentioned that they had been hunting for some of the devices and found some.
Okay.
So presumably they've checked them, but like I think it's good to look again.
That'd be larceny or subterfuge and dexterity.
Oh, it's going to be larceny.
Larceny, dex.
You don't need the subterfuge. He thoroughly
Yeah,
believes you're a
believes
doctor
that I'm doing
right
a
now.
thing, so I'm just trying to, you know.
Yeah, Dimitri is a satyr as
excuses.
part of the King's Guard, Lo.
Mm-hmm.
4 successes for checking his
He
pocket.
has none of the devices on him currently.
And now you should. I think that your heart rate's a bit elevated, so I think that
It's Greek.
perhaps
Laha.
the your heart rate is a bit elevated. So I think perhaps the music would actually be quite helpful in bringing your heart rate down and helping you to relax.
But I can't remember a thing.
It's all right. First, we need you to relax so that we can administer certain medications. They need your heart rate to be below a certain level.
Fine. Fine.
What the fuck your game is, man?
Okay.
Not yours, hers.
Thank you.
I'm enjoying that.
I would have felt just terrible if you didn't get to hear the end.
Wait,
Oh my god.
what kind of song is this? Oh my god.
We have a new High King.
DSL Coda.
Hi, Queen.
Hello. Hi, Patches.
Wait.
Ah!
Sorry.
So what are you doing?
so glad you're back.
I would like to encourage him to get settled in a comfortable position.
Okay. He sits in a chaise lounge.
Yes. Is he reclined?
Yes.
Fabulous.
Oh, fabu.
So I want to get set up, a little stool, get Mab out, who will conveniently become a harp. When he looks over, he'll be like, "What? She came in with a harp? I don't remember that." And yet he will.
Sure, dream
Very
logic.
fun.
It's a thing.
And I'm going to start to play and sing a song about dreams.
Dreamweaver, I believe help you
Dream on, dream
through the
on, take
night.
I'd love to hear a harp cover of.
Of Dream On by Aerosmith.
Yeah, it fucking would
Probably
actually.
exists.
Be great.
Yes.
I dream a little dream.
What are you gonna do with it?
Dream, I dream. No?
Yeah, I already
No?
did
DDR?
that one.
No?
I already did that one.
Oh, that's the one I should have done, everyone.
This is with the intention of putting him to sleep
Yep.
with my beautiful dream lullaby. Aerosmith cover.
Poke. Message it to me.
Wait,
now.
Sugar Junkie, no. Did you find a harp cover of Dream On? Please tell me you did.
Probably.
I can't open that YouTube video myself because otherwise it'll blast out.
Somebody tell us. Oh, I'm so excited.
shit.
Please, someone message that to me.
Yeah.
Or
So we
someone
can
tweet
message-
it.
Yeah.
Tweet it using
Because
hashtag
unfortunately, if we play it,
ChangelingTS.
we'll just
Yeah,
get
yeah.
nuked for
Yeah.
copyright. No, we get nuked anyway, but we'll get nuked harder.
Yes. There's levels. There's levels of nuke.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, there you go.
Generally hot. Rah. Yeah.
Are you inducing sleep with anything more than your song?
No, but this song is intended to be a bunk for an Neuromancy cantrip.
All right. Well, let's see if he falls asleep.
All right.
I'd like you to roll me your wits performance, please.
Would it help if I made like rushing water sounds in the background?
No.
or-
I really got to go to the bathroom.
It's more like wind. Not great.
Now, is this where Voice of a Songbird could play in?
Yes.
All right, so it's going to be -2 difficulty.
Yes. Difficulty is still going to be 5, but
That's after the -2?
yes.
Not before.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's really easy to put asleep.
Well, that's one success.
He does start to doze,
Oh, good.
but dozing for your neuromancy cantrip is enough.
Okay. I'm going to keep playing for a little while just to make sure he's nice and out. And then... Are you all coming with me?
Just Braum walks over and just clunks him on the head. There you go.
Nice.
God.
Halfway there.
I gently remind Sophia with my eyes that I need to be guarded at all times.
What?
You can speak.
I'm going to dream walk, and I want to take them with me. We're clearly not going anywhere.
He gave me his word. You may proceed.
Thank you.
Hoppa damn.
I will return here.
You should know that I've never failed to find an oath breaker.
I am no oath breaker.
I know.
Man, that felt good to say.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Even that's probably
You're
a
not
lie
even the one who
anyway.
inherited being an oath breaker.
Ooh.
Hello.
It's all nightmare dice. Holy
all nightmare
crap. Woo.
Terrible. All right, so that would be... what level is that bunk?
I'm going to say that's a level 3. That was pretty elaborate.
Thank you. Yep.
Remember, he's still considered Fae.
Excellent. That's 5 successes.
Were any of those zeros?
No. And I was watching. Look.
She's right on the cusp, though, right? As you know. You know. Everyone knows.
So Sophia is rolling a lot of nightmare dice at the moment.
I'm
She
basically rolling
is-
all nightmare dice right now, guys.
She's very close to potentially
good.
hitting up that bedlam.
Yes.
Well, it would be an unstable willpower point at this point, but
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, sorry, 6 successes because I spent a willpower. That's a lot.
Going in
You're
fast.
about to enter a very interesting dream.
Oof.
And I'm spending the willpower so I can go back into his dream whenever I want.
All right.
That's David Ardrey.
You got it, bro.
That's...
You're going in as well, Patches?
Yes.
What?
When you enter into the dream, you see that you are in the great hall of Taranar. 2 thrones, one larger than the other, on a raised dais. It is a picture of magnificent clockwork everywhere. The lights, the curtains, the very floors are all perfectly engineered to act in accordance to whatever the user would wish. And yet it feels empty, echoey. There's no tapestries here on the wall. And a crown is hung on the corner of the throne, or on the post of the throne, just hung lazily there. And David is standing in the throne room looking at the 2 thrones. He's dressed in green, but it's not the tunic that he was wearing before. It's a polo shirt with blue jeans and loafers that have seen one too many summers on his feet. His hands look and feel old. And the timeless features of the she have melted away from him, and he is now showing the cracks of age. You can barely see the tips of his ears are still pointed as you approach from behind.
Are you hoping to reawaken him, Lady Sophia?
He's still here, but it's buried very deep. There's a block that's preventing him from being re-enchanted, and I think it's somewhere here. We have to find it and break through.
We have to do our best. But time
We don't have time.
marches on for everyone, Sophia.
Why are you all so ready to accept defeat when we haven't
I'm
even
not.
begun?
I'm saying it won't be your fault if we don't succeed here.
We'll worry about that later.
I give Patches a kind of look like, yeah, I got you.
David turns around, sees the 3 of you, and he nods slightly.
Is this a throne room?
Yes, it is.
Whose is it?
Throne room belongs to the High Regent of Concordia.
Concordia? What's that?
I don't know, yeah.
Lady Sophia, I am appreciative of your efforts. In here, the dream remains.
You said Regent.
I don't know if it will be a king after me.
Are you done?
Come with me. And he walks towards the throne, and instead of sitting on it, he just turns and he sits on the dais, and he has that creak of old bones. You do play wonderfully. I can see why she likes you.
What are you talking about?
I'm tired.
Are there any windows?
In here,
Yeah.
every window can open to the sky above.
I would
Every
like-
constellation. It was a place of magnificence here.
anytime he mentions any added element of the room, I want to cast Dreamcraft to make it exist. So it's not just bare anymore.
All right.
I was gonna be like, I'm gonna go open some windows and show him the beauty that is outside. If there isn't any beauty in here, but nice.
You know, I appreciate so much of what you've done for me. And the fact that you're here gives me so much more. A message that I get to send out.
So is that it? This is how you choose to tell the world that you don't want to be High King anymore?
Is it desire that prevents me, or is it simply an encroaching winter?
A winter that has been wrapped around you by hands with motives. Your winter has been accelerated.
It's the nature of being king. To have enemies.
And are you willing to accept what this enemy has done to you?
Because you're letting him win right now.
I think I remember what to tell you then in this case. Dearest Sophia, had I the heavens embroidered cloths, enwrought with golden and silver light, the blue and the dim and the dark cloths of night and light and the half-light, I would spread the cloths under your feet. But I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. I always did like Yeats.
What are you trying to tell us? Your Highness.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
She has etiquette.
And politics.
Yeah, she'd know.
I have neither.
I have seen the creation of an entire civilization here, born from the ashes of strife and war, and we've done our best, and it's not good enough. But the best part about death is that we know that we're leaving the world a little better than when we first entered it. I choose to believe this, that the world does get better the more that we enter them. But we can't stay forever.
You'll leave this world with no instruction. You'll leave it to revert back to war and bloodshed. Because that's exactly what is going to happen.
Would you return a weakened king?
Return for long enough to tell your subjects what to do. Return for long enough to make arrangements. Leave a king, not a victim.
You are the first king. You established a society. And you left no instructions on what would come after you.
I did leave instructions.
Where are they?
You'll find them buried underneath the fountain in the courtyard just outside. I've spent a lot of time up here in my head recently, and I realized that I did need to come up with a solution. And So I wrote it down and placed it there, because the clouds have been moving in. Re-enchanting me now would only place a befuddled old man on the throne, one who would barely be able to remember, and it's not as if I can invite everyone into my dreams. Seek it beneath the fountain, sealed with my seal, written by my hand. All the instructions are there. But I would have you ask one thing of each other. Support yourselves. The kingdom will rely on it. Will you execute this?
You know, it wasn't only for the good of Concordia that I wanted to bring you back.
And why else?
It's for you. But if this is what you truly want, and I mean want this, not just not wanting something else, don't do this just to run away.
Look around you. It's beautiful, isn't it? If you re-enchant me, I cannot see it. I struggle to see the magnificence of your fingertips as they work away at their machines. I struggle to see the universes buried within your eyes, and I no longer even hold my own sword. Enchant me and I will know that this beauty is there, but I will not be able to see it, or touch it, or hear it.
You have the whole kingdom at your disposal. There's nothing we can do.
Is my life really worth more than every fae who falls to the forgetting?
You're the first king. Many would consider that to be the case.
But if this path brings you beauty, and the other does not, I will respect your decision. We will carry out your wishes.
He steps forward and he takes Sophia's hands in his, and there's a warmth there. A wisdom. Let me be beauty for others. Let me pass into legend before I falter so much that I am remembered only as a fool who clung to power.
Be beauty for others, and find a little beauty for yourself, too.
Is there an art or craft you were particularly fond of?
I want you to create something. Can you do this?
Not quite where I was going, but yes.
I want you to create something for my daughter. A tool that she can use when she creates her own magnificence. Will you do this for me?
Sure.
We will, Your Majesty.
It's hardest of all. That I can't do what you did.
What have I done?
You came back.
I had many to keep me, Your Majesty.
I placed a charge on you once, long ago. I'm honored to see that you have fulfilled it and continue to do so. You realize that it must be this. There can be no question as to where I've gone. I cannot simply disappear. I must die for the kingdom to move on.
Yeah.
But you will not be forgotten, Your Majesty. You know this.
It's the reason that you've returned. Legends never die. Beauty for others. I like that.
And a little something for yourself. Don't forget that part.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Your
won't.
Majesty.
Goodbye. Well, I mean, you're still in the dream. You can do what you like.
Yeah. Do we just...
I throw a party.
Do we walk out, or like, how does this...
I forgot to make a door to leave.
Good thing I've got portal.
We're all ready to leave.
Yes. I want to leave him. My. My multi-tool.
Want to leave the High King
I'm
your
gonna
multi-tool?
Put my multi-tool down on the seat of the throne.
If you want it, come and claim
What? No. If you won't tell me what you enjoy making, I will leave you the means to make anything you wish. Dream. Dream eternal.
Thank you. And you're put back out.
We got some digging to do. I wish we had a multi-tool.
It's okay, I got one right here.
Hey. Oh.
Hail the
That's-
conquering.
You got two swords, you know, you could strap them together.
Make like a shovel out of them?
You know, like two of the most
Oh my
magical
god, is that
swords in the realm.
Caliburn? What the fuck is he doing with it?
It's okay, you can like sunder the fountain with whisper.
As you leave, the age on his face creeps up on him.
Oh boy.
The timelessness of the she is only timeless to the she. You hear him breathe thrice more, and in his sleep he goes.
Oh no.
Where once a high king lay, now an old man. And then bones.
So about that
You,
helping.
you know this is on you, right?
Oh yeah. Long live me, Braum.
Sure.
Quick, grab the tool.
I mean,
it's too late.
if Braum's right, then he should become the next, because, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wielding
do
caliber.
is
right?
everything.
the key to
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, it's sort of a sword
These
and
orders,
stone.
he's just gonna unleash the wilds.
Whoa.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Sophia, you get a text message.
Like, where am I when I get it? Oh, in the antechamber?
Yeah, we're looking at a pile of bones
Well,
that
it's
used
not
to be
bones.
the fucking
He's
high
just
king.
he died.
Oh, okay, yeah, but he will. Right. I see what you mean.
He
okay.
didn't dust.
No, he's not like a vampire. Like he just gave out.
Metaphorically, I understand.
No,
did not.
like he's literally dead.
No, I know,
Yeah,
but like
no,
he
but we
didn't.
thought
He
that
didn't
he
literally
melted away
turn
into
into
just a
bones.
skeleton.
Okay,
Sorry.
Oh,
which
We
is
were
very
taking
spooky.
But
I
you do-
checked my
literal.
text.
Super spooky.
It's from a number that you do not
Oh
recognize.
no.
From an area code. Actually, I'm gonna find this area code for you.
Hey, you know who we've forgotten about?
I haven't forgotten.
Oh, are we talking
What?
about the same people?
I don't know.
Hmm.
There are lots of people.
Claude and Kyoko are here.
The area code is 01134,
Europe.
and then moves on. And it reads, Sophia, I know. Don't you dare become a plaque on the leg of Ozymandias. This is everything your fate has laid out for you. Be the traveler. And then you get another text and it says, also a selfie. Look at my new hat. It's pink.
Knew it.
Oh,
And
thank
where
Yeah.
clearly having held the phone up in the traditional selfie pose, which makes everybody look kind of good, but makes her look absolutely amazing.
Of course.
And then just magnificent pink hat. She is somewhere in Spain.
I would like to write back. Wait, sorry. Is it the same number, the text twice?
Yep, same number.
Okay. Write back, that is a fabulous pink hat.
I'm going to read the text for you one more time.
Okay.
Sophia, I know. Don't you dare become a plaque on the leg of Ozymandias. This is everything your fate has laid out for you. Be the traveler.
Don't you dare become a name on the plaque of Ozymandias?
Don't you dare become a,
A
plaque,
plaque?
on the leg of Ozymandias.
On the... Of...
Well, shit.
Ozymandias. This is everything your fate set out for you, I think?
There, it's written in chat.
Ah!
Thank you. Go ahead.
Thanks, Aragorn.
Your fate.
You truly are the king of kings.
Lord Skane looks down at him and then looks up at the three of you.
Fuck me.
He's
didn't-
done.
He didn't want to come back. We tried.
He pulls his helmet off his head.
He left us with a message and a task. I suppose will be his last words.
King is dead.
Long live the queen.
We won't be able to hide this. What do we need to recover?
Bring those you can trust.
Consider that there's been infiltration. Second guess who you can truly trust. Bring only yourself if you can convince people to leave you be or leave us be.
The Red Branch, the King's Guard, the Unbroken Circle. They're the only ones we can trust now.
There are 2 more members of the Red Branch here. They're probably still trying to gain access to Terranar.
I'll see to it that they're allowed entry.
Perhaps we should meet them in the courtyard.
That's where we're headed.
Very well.
I'm getting up to go.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Skane, I'm sorry.
I cannot go with you.
Of course. You must stand guard.
Good hunting. Dimitri, it's not Cassandra.
Clarissa.
I know it's Clarissa. I almost said the wrong name. Dimitri, Clarissa. You're to accompany them. You are to do what they ask. You are to keep all of them safe. As soon as a regent is named, you will be informed. So,
We're heading to the fountain in the courtyard.
Oh boy.
clouds are gathering over Terranar.
Appropriate.
Not storm clouds. That you can expect. Rain, after all, must fall. These are bleak, gray, overcast. And the Fae are noticing, looking up and wondering what it means that the sun is gone from the sky. By the time you get out into the courtyard, Claude and Kyoko are allowed inside, but the portcullis is lowered behind them. The drawbridge is raised. This is only causing more questions. And they meet you on the outside of the fountain.
We must dig.
Sorry, what did you say?
We must dig.
I thought you said namaste, and I'm like, oh, namaste.
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 That's what one says when a king is dusted.
That's how Ignite greets its fellow travelers.
If we do enough sun salutations, the sun will come back out, right?
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
Yeah, definitely.
It is as I fear, is it not?
It
We
is.
must dig.
We grieve later.
Exactly. There, under the fountain.
Let's get this done.
So what's the sitch here at the fountain? How big of a fountain are we talking here?
It's a pretty big fountain.
It's enormous.
But like, is there
I'm
sort of
gonna
a
look around it and try to assess where one would bury something if you were gonna try to bury something?
yeah?
Ooh.
And I am examining the
Perception survival.
Yes.
Oh, shit. I actually have a dot in that.
And I'm looking at the masonry of the actual. I don't know if there's like a statue
So
or something.
it's
No
just a
success.
fountain. It's a magnificent fountain,
Sure.
and it rockets water up. Like, have you ever been to the fountain at is it La Fontaine?
Park La Fontaine?
Oh,
Or what are you thinking?
No, oh no, hell.
Uh,
Where Place des
Des
Arts is.
Pins?
What's the mall out that's
Oh,
acro-
Desjardins.
Desjardins, that's it.
Yeah.
Something like
Okay.
that. You know how like it
Outside?
goes poof, and
Yeah.
it like rockets up like that? It's like that.
Okay.
So the water jets up to 3 stories and then falls, and then it has different sort of patterns that it goes through. It's made of marble, and it's about as wide around as a middle-sized house. How many successes?
None.
None?
No.
Well, all this grass looks so pristine. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The groundskeepers here are so good.
Yep.
Parc La Fontaine is actually named after a person named La Fontaine, even though, yes, La Fontaine means
But yes, also,
the
yeah.
fountain.
Yeah.
He was conceived in a fountain. So
Hot.
That's why
That
he was named La Fontaine.
Totally.
man, I love this province. What?
Let's F in this fountain.
Oh my god.
What? Isn't that where?
So you're checking the masonry?
Yeah.
Perception crafts.
Let's.
What are you doing?
I'm
Better
checking
pool.
the dirt.
Because I have a kinship with the natural elements, so like the grass,
Man,
the
my
dirt.
crafts.
Like I'm just feeling, I'm trying to
So
get
good.
into.
Perception survival.
Really?
Damn it!
Yeah.
3 successes.
You bet.
The fountain is untouched.
Okay.
It's pristine.
All right. Well, you can't blame a troll for trying. Catchphrase.
Ugh. All right, I'll try it. It's not gonna be great.
Just lift it up.
Movie title.
I would like to watch the cycles of the fountain and look at any mechanisms that may be apparent.
I've got 3 successes on that dirt examination.
All right. So as you're looking through, some of the grass looks a lot newer than the rest of it.
Over here.
Please tell me you're like listening to the
Yeah.
ground.
Floors and doors?
Yeah, I think so.
grass
I think-
and-
Oh, you don't
Sass?
understand, Coldre.
Oh,
Like,
that's fine.
my yoga training has made it so that I'm actually really, really great at like standing on my tiptoes and leaning down super close to the ground, but hovering just over it.
Yeah, she's not touching the ground.
Yeah,
with
she's
any
the kind
part
of
her
person who
body.
can like do this when touching her
Yeah.
toes
Yeah.
on the step below.
Very
Freaks.
flexible.
Right here.
Assuming that
Ki-
someone somehow has acquired us a shovel.
Well, yeah, is it possible, John, for us to, like, if the grass is newer here, has it been laid recently or just resodded recently? And can we pull it up?
You can pull up the. Well, it's not sod. This is
'Kay.
a world of
Yes,
dreams and magic. They're not like, hey, go down to the Home Depot, find us some sod, get
So
get
What,
laid
do they know
down.
what boggins do? I mean, what else are they going to do? Actually do things themselves?
They
you know
plant
what?
the fucking
Actual
seeds.
plant grass.
Sorry.
They plant the seeds. Oh,
And then
No,
the
I mean-
satyrs come by and they plant the seeds.
Yeah.
they plant the seeds.
So if someone somewhere directs me to where a garden shed is or some means of getting a shovel, I will be digging.
Well, the first thing is that Dimitri is like, people are going to notice if you start digging under this fountain. Do you... Look, we're not going to be able to hide this. We're going to stand guard and make sure that you aren't interfered with. You guys are Red Branch, so that should be okay.
What we're going to find is of...
I'll get you some
Importance.
shovels.
Thank you.
You know, I could... It's been a while since I've dug something. The last thing I dug was a grave.
What?
And it was for my hopes. Sorry, a little dead hiking humor that I've got going on here. I understand it's not appropriate.
Claude, Lady Kyoko, we are very happy to see you again.
Talus is dead.
Oh. I see we're sad about Talus and not actually about any other death that's occurred.
Exactly that.
Do we know where he is?
They took him. We should make sure that we find out.
Members of the Unbroken Circle.
We're on their way.
Understood. The
They were probably
last time
already
I
on their
dug
way.
something, it was to dig something up.
The past.
A
A
secret.
carrot.
Oh. That's nice.
And not for the reason you think. I ate it.
Oh.
Oh man, definitely not the reason I thought. Thought it was in some sort of video game.
After a time, Dimitri comes back and he's carrying 5 shovels, which he hands out.
We set to digging. I think
Get digging, son!
we're looking like I'm keeping a lookout to see, as I'm sure we all are, to make sure that
Patches looks like
Basic.
she's on a chain gang, like, work all day, what do you get? High
That
proclamations
fucking
from the
basic
dead.
training, making us dig stupid goddamn ditches.
Graves.
Because, you know, we're still in the era of trench warfare. Good
Oh.
old basic training.
wow.
Kate, Embryo tries, we're gonna go to Smith's Falls and dig up a grave. Get excited. Get
So,
It's okay. My character's gonna be dead.
Quick
or
side
replaced
note.
or whatever.
Anyway,
yeah,
they have no idea what you're talking about.
yeah. So quick sidebar.
So you start to dig.
Yeah.
I'm going to have all of you roll.
I'm not digging.
Of course you're not. I
Wow.
knew that.
Hey, Sophia, can you be on the lookout then?
Surprising no
I'm
one.
Absolutely on the lookout.
Sophia doesn't dig.
Yeah, no, I'll tell Sophia. We want to make sure that
What
as
you
people-
can't see because it's not quite visible on her shirt is it says, "I solemnly swear that I am up to no good."
Accurate.
Mhm.
What a ruling.
Yeah.
Mischief managed, motherfucker. All right.
Yes.
This is going to be stamina survival at a difficulty of 4.
Oh, okay.
You're all
Okay.
doing so well. You're doing so well.
It's like the
Oh, thank you,
biggest.
Bard.
It's like the
I didn't
biggest
realize we were playing
friggin'
this
pool I've
diagonal.
ever had.
I get a plus 1.
3 successes.
I probably get inspiration bonus.
Dig on.
Nice.
It turns out that it's not depth that you need. You just had to spread out a little bit from the initial site that you found. After all, it was one man digging in the dead of night. A man who is normally pretty visible.
Yeah.
But you see a leather valise
Scoop.
that you find. Now, fun fact, you bury something that's leather and it'll eventually degrade, so this couldn't have been buried that long ago.
I want to take it
Fine.
immediately.
Right, we do all the work and you get all the
Absolutely.
reward.
Well, it's probably covered in dirt.
That's sweet.
So you have
Right.
this.
We should probably go somewhere less open.
To the van, I guess.
What?
We can't leave Terranar.
What you can't do is open that on your own.
Who said this? Is that
Clarissa.
Cooper? Clarissa?
Do you honestly believe that unless you follow a proper chain of evidence that people are going to believe that what you have here is genuinely the words of the High King?
I'm not saying that we should go hide in a closet. I'm saying that maybe we shouldn't do this out in the court while everyone's staring. Maybe we should. I don't know.
May I suggest?
Not my rodeo.
Surrender it to the King's Guard. We'll bring it into the Parliament. We'll open it there.
I don't like the idea of letting it leave people's sight. I think that there are too many players in this game.
A representative from the King's Guard and a representative from Parliament, perhaps.
You hear a rumble of
And
thunder.
What if one of us were to be present at the reading as well?
Of course.
I will stay with
You
it
won't have
until
to-
that time.
You won't have to do it, but surrender it to us so that it will be coming in from someone who's actually official around here.
Great.
Please, we're a motley.
And
Literally
ignite!
3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Barely. It's been like 20 minutes. He wants the valise. He wants the valise.
Stupid camera.
You have the valise.
No, you.
I thought I threw it at you because it was dirty.
Oh, okay. I have it.
Now, when she takes it, she holds it in front of her, and she doesn't like tuck it under a cloak or like make it disappear or set it on fire while cackling. Doesn't do any of that. But she does turn and she starts heading immediately
I'm following her.
back towards the antechamber.
I will not let her out of my sight.
It's totally fine.
Yep.
Kyoko and Claude fall in step.
We leave the desecrated
The
ground.
dug up
So
fucking
Garden
by
in
now,
the
some people are
forest.
poking their heads out of the windows, and then, watching from one of the towers, you see a cat puka standing there, and she's got 2 small childlings with her. that she's got her hands on either one of their shoulders. One of them is another cat puka, and the second one's a selkie. And the cat puka breaks free from the larger one's grasp and runs. This little boy runs up and runs right up to Lady Sophia and looks up. What's wrong?
Nothing. Look at those clouds. Have they ever done anything like that before?
I'm not going to patronize you, kid, but we can't tell you yet.
He's dead, isn't he?
Everything will be revealed in time.
That definitely means he's dead.
Good thing you're a puka.
Kyoko just looks at Patches, and there's this moment of just like... And then she bends down, and she puts her one hand on either side of the other puka's shoulders. It's going to be very important that this news gets out. It's very important that you're the one who does it. But it's also very important when it happens, right? Time is very important. Kid nods. All right. So first, I want you to tell your mother. She'll know what to do. Okay? Kid nods again, turns around and runs back to the other cat puka and looks up and says something, and you see that her hands just fly to her face, and then she looks up. Continue on your way.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the antechamber, Skane is still holding vigil over the body of the king, and then he turns and he sees the valise, and his eyes widen a little bit with recognition. Oh, I know this. It's a present I got for the king 5 years ago, for Yule.
Apparently it meant a lot to him.
Apparently.
We found it buried in the yard.
I entrusted an important secret to it. I get it. Yeah, I'm with you on this one.
The joke's actually, it wasn't the High King who buried it. It was just a dog who came in. It was just like...
Shoe marks all over.
Borf.
Borf. Oh, no, it smells like...
Ditches. So he walks forward. He looks at it. And he reaches inside and he pulls out a folded over piece of parchment with a seal on it that's closed.
Is there any way to document this for future proof should folks wish to deny?
My suggestion would be to summon Lenore, Mab, Morwen, Fairlith, and have at least one representative of the Parliament of Dreams. If all of them see it,
They can't deny it.
Mm-hmm.
does that sound fair?
Works for me.
Yes, it does.
Is the satyr still with us?
Dimitri, yes.
Dimitri, sorry, yes. Because he was named a member of the Unbroken Circle? No, he's just king.
He's a
Kingsguard.
member of the Kingsguard.
Okay.
They have said that Talus is in the possession of
Right.
the Unbroken Circle.
Mm-hmm.
If possible, I believe there are still members of the Parliament of Dreams here, of course. We can represent the Red Branch, if possible, I think. Any other groups of interest?
We'll ensure that a member of the Unbroken Circle is present as well. But it's going to take time to assemble all of them. Probably a day. Are you prepared to remain here for that duration of time, Lady Sophia
Yes.
Patches?
Yes.
Quarters will be assigned.
I'd like to sleep by the balefire tonight, if I may.
Ooh.
Ooh. No can do.
At the moment, the balefire has no owner.
Ew, boy. Claim it. Claim it.
I claim the balefire.
I
Take off
declare
my glove and I throw
bankruptcy.
it down on the ground.
Oh, fuck.
Then I jump in.
Yikes.
No, yeah. That's,
But we can't keep this document out of sight.
No, we
You'll
can't.
stay here
Okay.
in this room.
Great.
And we will rotate guards.
I would like a cot.
Well, of course, we're going to provide you something that you can
Here.
sleep in.
I would like a queen.
I
I don't mean the bed.
can't trust anyone right now. You've
I
done nothing
understand.
to lead me astray, but we can't risk this.
I must announce the king's death. I will barricade this tower after I've emptied it of everyone except for us present here and now,
I will
along with
defend
one
this
member
room
of
with
the
my
Unbroken
life.
Circle who I will invite inside. Would that be acceptable for you?
Yes.
Very well. I'm going to leave you in his charge. Sir Braum, you are responsible for the vigil.
You trust me with this?
Caliburn does.
Thank
and
you,
I as well.
Lord Skane. Thank you. I salute back.
And he turns and he just goes, and then you hear this audible just rush of breath into his lungs, and then
Oh boy.
a bellow. I will have everyone's attention. Assemble in the courtyard if you can hear this voice immediately. And then this massive protocol just spreads over the entirety of Terranar.
Nice.
It's a sovereign cantrip. However, he has previously instructed you that you are allowed to stay, so you are not under its thrall. But the protocol is almost more of a formality, as everybody just has to march out onto the fields.
Are we able to observe this from here?
Yeah, you can see out the windows.
How are they doing?
So
Wow.
Smashed window?
everybody from
That's right.
all of the towers start to walk out, but the
Ooh,
only one that
true.
gets locked behind is the one that you're in, the king's personal tower. Skane strides out, and then you hear his voice as he informs the populace only that the High King is dead. And Terranar grows silent, even the fountain stops flowing. 5 seconds tick by, and after one more warning rumble of thunder, rain. But not the satisfying rain of a downpour, just a drizzle.
Oh.
I have been charged with holding vigil over the king until his daughter, his wife, his friend, and his advisor are able to confirm this death. None shall see him until then. It is as I say. And he turns and he just walks back into the tower and closes it. You hear a massive crunch of a lock. A few seconds later, that lock undoes itself and then closes again. And Skane comes back up, but he's not alone. With him is a Slua. Slua has a very young-looking face, and he is wrapped in a shawl that's pulled tightly over his shoulders, and he looks down. His sister, yeah. Sorry, I fucked it up. Anyway, kill Skane. Hello. I received a missive from a friend of mine by the name of Poruk.
You must be from the Unbroken Circle.
I would like to say that my reputation precedes me, but it might simply be pure logic coming from you. My name is 7, written exactly as the number. Wow, we really have... Erwin's got, like, no lag.
Whoa. 7. Oh, wait. 8. Oh, fuck.
No, it's written S-E-V-E.
Yeah. It's not... Oh, I figured it'd be awesome if it was...
Sorry,
just
written
digit.
as the number, he means...
Is spelled.
Spelt as the number is spelled.
Yeah, that's why I have pencil.
He spoke quite highly of you. I'm sorry that I'm here on such a sad occasion.
Indeed. 7, but...
Less edgelord, Aragorn.
The Roman numerals.
Like
My
red,
name is
like
V.
Red 13.
A sad occasion indeed, 7, but we are happy to have more friends here.
Well, I've brought tea.
Kind of you.
I didn't bring a kettle or a teapot, but I do have tea.
I'm sure someone can get you what you need.
I realize that it is the height of arrogance to believe that I have better tea than is available in the High King's own larder, but
Things may not be quite as perfect as they usually are here.
yes, I must say, it's quite the scene. So you're going to set up a guard rotation schedule. Here's how that's going to work.
Yep.
One of you will be awake at all times. One of the king's guard will be awake at all times, and 7 just remains awake.
Nice and creepy.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, he also didn't fight Talus, and
Sure.
you know the
Yeah.
emotional weight of what's happening isn't
Quite as
quite
present,
present
yeah.
for him.
Fair.
Who knows? He may have just been woken up.
It's true.
So, as a result, that means that we actually get to advance a day.
Whoa!
Point, point,
Choo-choo.
point, point,
We're just
point,
knocking
point,
him
point,
down,
point, point.
you know?
We're gonna
Day
catch
by
up real
day.
soon.
Yeah, totally not.
What is it now?
It is now Wednesday,
13th.
June 13th.
No bad plus plus.
2018. We're still in Taranar.
Almost only 3
4
months. Yeah.
women are ushered in over the next few hours. Lenore, who is wearing the colors of Dougal, gold and black and red, she has a contraption on her ear to allow her to hear. A young, pretty thing, as she's she, and that's to be expected. In fact, all of them are she. Fairlith is dressed in the black and silver of Elened, and she looks devastated. She also looks quite young. Funnily enough, when she arrives, Skane instructs you just before that you are not to approach her for any reason. Morwen,
planning
in
on
the
it.
green and gold of Gwydion, comes over and warmly greets Kyoko and Braum and Claude, taking their hands and also meeting the rest of Ignite. They're all very... she's quite polite, and while she looks sad, she doesn't look despondent, as Fairlith does. And finally, the lizard on your shoulder starts rustling her arms a little bit. And then and an elder stateswoman comes into the room. Queen Mab is
Possible.
famous and is known as she's probably the one who is most commoners would recognize, except for maybe Melge. But she sweeps in and she just carries aristocracy with her. And she strides forward and takes one look down at the High King, and while she's doing this, the other Mab just... And Mab turns, and there's a slight smile on the corner of her mouth. And she raises one finger and just... And Mab kind of...
John, what title would one use to address each of them?
A queen, such as Mab, would be Majesty.
Mm-hmm.
A princess, such as Lenore, or would be Your Highness. And Morwen is also a highness because she's the sister of a king. So it's Your Majesty, Your Majesty, Your Highness, Your Highness. Fairlith is... actually...
It's a good question,
At the
right?
moment, no, she is merely Her Highness because she's no longer... Oh, no, she retains the title of queen, even though she currently doesn't actually hold rank.
The actual...
Yeah, but she gets to keep the title of queen.
Sure. Lord Skane, are we all assembled?
It's time. We recovered this underneath the fountain, according to the last words that we heard from the High King in his own dreams, as reported by the Oniromancer Lady Sophia Aptlium. It has been in full sight of members of the Queen's Guard, of members of the motley Ignite, from the moment that it was disinterred to the moment that it arrived inside this chamber. You were summoned immediately. You are all to bear witness. Lady Sophia, will you, as the one who came back with the message, open this and read its contents?
I would be honored.
So you break the seal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just draw a
Huge
caliber and
explosion?
just
Oh,
like...
shit. Thought it was a letter
opens
opener.
up. I, High King David, Ap Gwydion, of sound mind, but no longer of sound dreaming, do hereby nominate as regent and that who will decide upon the next High Queen of Concordia. She of whom Mab rides on her shoulder. And I think we'll end the session there.
Okay. No.
Mab, Queen of the Kingdom of Apples, immediately hops on someone's shoulder, and she's like, "Nee." Nee.
Great. The person
Dear
who
God, Crosshair.
came back from the street speaking with the king knew that there was a pouch with a letter naming her as a successor. Really trustful.
Right?
Really.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not going to go well for us. This is going to be so
At
bad.
least everybody else is going to see how ridiculous this sounds too.
Yeah.
Like, why
Yeah.
would they? Why would I word it like that?
Yeah.
Why would I do this?
Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. We're going to find out whether Braum stuck his foot in his mouth. We'll find out what they learned. We have a play of the game coming up. All that and more
3 drinks, I think.
on my fancy corner
They were all before
in
you
just a
left.
moment.
So maybe it was every time you referred to my not being
I was
here.
just thinking about that, actually. I think it might have
Every
been
time you what?
How
You
many
referred
drinks
to
are
my
we
not
up
being
to?
here?
2, maybe 3.
Because I didn't see any while I was
While you
here.
were
3 drinks. You have 3 drinks.
I think that's a really good guess, actually.
I got nothing.
The only other thing I have is whenever a pun is made,
Oof.
or whenever we go, yay! Because that happened a few times.
Didn't we do that? Yeah.
I mean, I did
So it's
some of
time.
this, but I've been during
Get
break.
your nominations in for Play of the Game. Throw that in chat. We definitely want to hear from you. In the meantime, Scott, what'd you learn? Actually, no. First, I'm ending this. It might have been difficult.
Yay!
It might have been tough, but Braum didn't stick his foot in his mouth. The Crosshair, Methodiel, and Cordovan, your loyalty is rewarded. Although
Thank
you
you.
almost did when you didn't shut the fuck up when he asked for silence.
Truth.
But that wasn't putting your foot in your mouth. Anyway.
That was not removing
Also, I
your
mean,
foot from
I appreciate Aragorn's opinion on the subject, because also admitting to the murder, admitting to regicide, is probably also putting
Weirdness,
your
that's just being a troll. All right, Scott, what did you
Hey.
learn today?
Admitting to regicide has consequences? No, honestly, you know what? I know that's a
Sorry, I
joke,
was
but
who'd have thunk?
actually, though, in that vein, telling somebody hey, I did a good thing, and they're like, that's a bad thing. And I was like, oh no, you're right. So evaluate, then state.
Kate? First of
Sorry,
all,
guys.
some applause for Kate for
Yay!
hopping in.
It's weird. I only had half a session.
It's true.
How she was eventually affected by the High King's passing. Yeah.
How was she affected?
Sad that, sad to witness someone sort of be giving up on releasing, being away from the dreaming, no longer wanting to create.
Liz?
In a similar vein, Sophia would not have let this go with the High King unless if he hadn't said that he doesn't see beauty in the dreaming anymore. That was the turning point for her, where she was like, "Oh yeah, then you got to go, man."
Then I'm doing it for you.
Get the fuck out.
Like, oh,
Like,
it's-
this is not
yeah.
good. I thought you were just lazy.
You know what else is
Wow.
beautiful? Muzzle flash.
Point,
Oh,
point.
shit.
That-
I accept all those. I think
Thank you.
That's
Oh,
that's
good.
worthy. I think all that's good. But you got a drink counter to figure out, yo.
Yes.
That's 3 drinks.
You
Yeah.
want to try your theory, dude?
I know what my theory is. I don't think it's right, but I do.
Yeah,
have a theory.
I want to, because we did one of these, yay, with a joke that was made at some point while Kate was here. I don't remember what it was now. It was a great joke.
Remember,
And
the
it
drink
didn't
counter
get a drink
ends
counter?
once I declare the end of a session.
Right. But
yeah, I praised someone. I was like, yeah.
yeah, but I don't think that
No,
triggered a
you
drink
think
thing.
it's
So
whenever we referred to Kate.
being gone.
No.
Yes, that's. Well, I mean, I'm wrong,
Kate,
but I'm
not
gonna get
Patches.
correct.
Right?
Yes.
I love how Methodiel's got the Overwatch
Okay with that.
All right.
stuff in there. All right, what's your answer?
Our guess is when we referred to
Kate.
Kate not being here at the session.
Okay. We'll see if that... There you go.
Whoa!
You guys are getting good at this.
No, we're
Kate,
not.
guess
I think that was
what?
actually
And I
Kate's.
didn't even
Yeah, it was
see
Kate's.
Guess what,
Yes.
Kate? You get to benefit from this.
Yay!
Look, I suggest I said it out loud first.
It's true. It's
so.
true. I might have. I probably got it.
I hate missing weeks. Don't you guys?
Yeah.
It's great to be back. It's
Yeah.
it's great
I'm
to be
just
back.
really
Great to
pleased
be
that
back.
everyone here is here. Like, that's
Yep.
great.
and these
What are the P of the game? P of the games.
P of the games.
What are the pisses of the
I'm
games?
vamping until they come in.
Oh,
yeah?
sorry. I thought you'd forgotten. Oh my
Based
god.
on the existing production schedule, there is no Sunday rehearsal or show or anything. Now, knowing the way this company works, there's going to be confusion over their discounted venue rental, and they're going to have to not rehearse on a Saturday because someone booked a wedding or whatever.
Right. Sure.
But
as of
based
now.
on current things, I should not be the cause of. I was really worried. I thought I was going to have to miss a lot of October. So
That's
as of
awesome.
now, I'm good.
That's awesome. I think that's great.
Yeah, that's really good.
RPG.
Oh, hey, Rocky.
Thanks, Erwin.
Woo! Watch out. Must be nice and cool.
All
not,
right.
It's not, except for when like it was
not, though.
cold last week.
Right.
Here it is,
It was
folks.
cold.
Today's
Yeah.
play of the game candidates. Sophia slides into David's DMs and
Oh.
receives his last command and the key to his successor. Patches patently discovers the value Zister sees in her, and Braum plays the game of trolls. Who will be the most honorable? And I left the American spelling because I love you that much, Aragorn.
Thumbs up.
Vote 0, 1, or 2. It's on now.
Yeah,
and
when
let's
Eric-
see who wins today's play of the game.
When Aragon wrote plaque, for some reason I was expecting it to be like PLACK because Czech.
Oh, of
like,
course, yeah.
Czech
I
is
was like,
spelled
whoa.
like CHECK.
Plague.
So it's like
almost wrote
plaque.
plague at first. Don't be a
PLACK.
plague on Ozymandias.
Plaque. Sorry.
Rocky, I think it's amazing that a tiefling multi-class, I assume, rogue warrior would be themselves for like any reason. I just think that's very funny, and I don't know what that is. You.
I'm not sure I can
Cunt.
cue on to this vote
No,
either.
Cont. C-O-N-T.
But hey, it looks like we're going to have to keep playing. So
Yes,
that's nice.
so great.
I appreciate that.
we're
And hey, at some point, the cameras are going to show up and we're going to all of a sudden look like way better than we once did.
Yay.
Put some makeup on.
Yeah.
We're almost to 50 as well. Hey, John.
Almost to 50.
That's crazy.
I will point out, Exaltwitch only lasted to 58. And that was including the session that we ran elsewhere.
Yeah.
And this game doesn't look like it's finishing.
Mm-mm. I mean, unless
I don't know, unless like, Sophia's like, I'm queen.
Long live the me.
and then they just kill her. I guess I don't
Well,
know.
speaking of long living you,
Yeah, dude.
Yay!
Friggin'
it just might be that today's play of the game goes to Elizabeth.
Woo! 13 votes.
Thank you, everyone.
I think that might
But
be
it was not unanimous.
long live the me.
It's almost your birthday as far as the date of the game is concerned. Well, there you go.
Fantastic.
Happy past
Happy-
birthday.
Yeah, happy
Game
belated
birthday.
birthday. There you go.
Happy Gemini birthday, I assume.
It's
There you
true,
go.
Crosshair. We really have
Cusp
gone up in
cancer.
the world. So proud of us.
Oh wow, it's true, eh? I think
Look,
we started the session with like
He's the
office
Duke and
job,
he likes to party.
busking, toilet plunging.
Technically,
Like
you don't
I
even
think-
have a job anymore. You're unemployed.
I wanted to have a. We'll talk later. I wanted to have a bonus session where I was
Bonus.
like looking through the classifieds, and then I was like, Scott, that's so boring.
Noise.
Well, how you guys can't riot? You'd love it.
Can't riot what?
Sophia was like, "I will name a new High Queen. It's me."
It's this chair.
It's Mab right here. This Mab.
It's Dr.
Yeah.
Patches.
Dr. Patches.
Dr. Patches.
Well, we've got some interesting things coming up this week, I'm sure. But I hear that there's something strange about Method Mondays.
I know they're gone as of now, my friends. But no, but as y'all's know,
You can take Wednesdays.
Well, I get in on pretty much everybody's streams all day or day anyway.
But you can take my Wednesday. I
like-
will take your Monday.
But like permanently?
Well, for now.
Or we could swap Thursdays. Like,
Oh, shit, okay.
there's lots of we are happy to help you stream.
Monday,
so-
4. Was it 4 that you streamed?
Uh-huh.
Monday, 4 p.m. It's going to be me. It's going to be me.
shit! John's just
All
taking
that
it.
I do. It's going to be me. So I will see you right here Monday, 4 p.m.
Hope you weren't doing anything. Thanks, dude.
Kate?
I will do my best to try to get through the end of Rayman Raving Rabbids this week. And
That would
maybe-
be...
And by
Mario-
that I mean Mario,
Mario and
Rabbids
Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Kingdom Battle. Thank you for
Like
correcting my
raving rabbits. Though.
Rayman Raving Rabbids was a game for the
7-day
Wii.
work week
Oh yeah,
brain.
that's a lot.
Thank you. And also maybe some more not tonight.
Wednesday... It's going to be Scott!
Maybe me. Now I have to coordinate with JT.
Yeah,
but
we'll see what we
I
can
like
do to figure
him,
that
so
out.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Friday, I imagine nothing's happening, though.
Absolutely
Oh, no, never.
not. Oh, we finished Assassin's Creed Origins.
It's
Well,
almost like you're gonna have to figure out a new game.
It's almost like I better make God of War work.
Is that God of War 2018? Well, there you go.
yeah.
Okay, we will talk.
Hype.
Okay.
Hype.
We will talk.
Whoa.
What about Saturday? Is anything happening Saturday?
Yeah? Yeah, it should be.
Primordia, boo!
Yeah.
Good luck with them logic puzzles.
We're that lucky. But of course, you guys all really want to know what's happening on Sunday. And it's going to be
Changeling.
Boom.
right here, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'm just going to take a thing to throw out there. You should go watch Pukajutsu play Spider-Man because it's fucking amazing.
Oh my god.
Spider-Man
and
is
see
such
that.
a good game. I want to play it.
Yeah, I don't.
We did finish it, right?
Special thanks to
Yeah.
Aragwen,
Oh, yeah.
who helped out. Of course,
Finished
she who
Spider-Man?
knows 10,000 things. Thank you so much. Captain Daff, I know you're busy. We're holding out for you, buddy. And of course, everybody else who's here,
Yeah.
our subscribers, thank you so much.
Did a terrible recap.
We'll let you know about that marathon
did
stuff
we not
coming
have
up.
one?
But until
We
then,
did one.
up
It's awful.
to the right.
Whoa.
That way.
Bye.
We'll see you next time.
It's rare.
Bye.
Troll up.
Troll off. Troll